Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to talk about it today. We're going to have to talk about it today. We're going to have a conversation about all that took place today. Yeah. Guess what? Because it's necessary. Disclaimer, this program's for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, toots, individual, or wigs, or Corey King. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and me are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of him being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so don't be gross. Grab a libations and strap in because Matty is a talker. He may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat. I will have to block you. And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a grand old nasty, gassy, I won't say the Suzanne, but maybe a little boot. My apologies for how late I am right now. Let me make sure my mic is in front of me here. Can I lift you up? Can I lift you up? Oh, there we go. I just finished cutting this hair. Just finished doing all of this. And unfortunately, what happens when I get in the shower, your boy ends up having like, you gave me the kiss that's life. It's very Sade, and I forget about time, space, and entities. Plus, it was my last of Sacred. I'm out of the deep conditioner. Unfortunately, Beyonce, send me some conditioner. I don't have tickets to the concert. I need something, please. Ow! I'm out of my Sacred, so I'm like crying on the inside. So that was like my funeral for my last of the Sacred. I still have some of the shampoo left, thank God. But yeah, I had to get my hair done because it was getting kind of grisly. I can do a Chewbacca. How come I'm not getting it out? There we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Little that that came with it. So I got to tell you, sorry, I'm on like I'm like, oh, I gotta get to the video. I gotta do my hair real quick. Ooh, what shirt am I gonna put on? We got Kennedy Davenport today. Shout out to the Davenport dynasty. Of course, y'all know my mama, even though some people don't get it's Honey Davenport. As you heard Monet exchange on the pit stop, technically she's a Davenport. Technically, me and her are related, and technically that's where we always say the technically part, but we ain't gone through Galexis yet. So I'll tell you that's not the case. She probably gonna be like, nah, girl, you ain't done enough. I'm like, I know. Well, let me be, you know. But of course, shout out to my mama, Honey Davenport. But yeah, we got to talk about this episode. There are highs and there are lows. I had a good time regardless. I do love this season. Oh, I like this season a lot. I would be a liar if I said I wasn't gagged at that ending. I would be a stank face BS on another spectrum kind of a liar if I didn't say I wasn't gagged beyond recognition at that ending. And it's no shade to Lana Jarre and her Jarimas and all the Gouda mornings in the world. Because I'm not against Lana. I'm happy she stayed, but I'm also the lead. When I tell you my scales are about to be doing a goddamn 360 today. Because I was like, okay, she, yeah, kind of beat but the track. And then why was she down there in the first? And then Mama was safe. And then you let the mime live. Ooh. It was a lot to take in because yeah, I had to do. Corey did good in the Snatch Game, but her runway was ass juice, drippity booty juice, gross, nasty, douche water. But the Snatch Game, yeah. But then Ariette's Snatch Game was, what's wrong with you?
And then their runway was great. And then it's like for Crystal, they liked the runway. They kind of didn't like the runway, but then the performance, she was a biracial woman and she forgot how to put the rest of the paint on. She should have talked to Raven. I don't know. I was very confused. Suzanne Toots talking that big money, cash money over here, having the gaudacity, the raw abracadabra, if you will, talking about Anya playing somebody and it's not really that much of a stretch. And it's like, huh? But then I'm like, where is that smoke for Sam? Why aren't we talking about Sam basically playing probably their auntie? Probably Sutton's auntie, low key, if you saw that last episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I thought that was weird. I was over here like, okay, so where is this smoke coming from? Why is it not hitting everybody? Maybe it's the edit that they want to give. It was a little weird. I know she apologized online today, so I'm not going to harp on it. And I do want everybody to understand, just like I said, especially with this disclaimer, I'm talking about the show itself, not these people outside the show a year later, okay? I am one of the few folks that actually backs it up when I say I go to the bars to tip the dolls, as well as go to any sort of occasion or persuasion or any show that they've given. You've seen the record. I've posted it many times, reviewed the shows, if you will. Shout out to Love Ball and the Cristal Ball. Hello. But like, I'm doing one of these. Like, okay. They gagged me this week. They did. The decision-making gagged me to the core. I don't like that they did the AI, you know, with the plug. I don't understand why Quinta couldn't have sat there, especially because it's Quinta Brunson. And mind you, her commentary, they got to bring her back. You may have to bring, just like we say law for the balls, you might have to bring Quinta back when it comes to Snatch Games, because that commentary was spot on. It's like there were so many moments I was like, yes, episode. And then there were times I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? It's weird. I think they wanted Alyssa to have all of that, if I'm going to be honest with you. And there's no shade against Alyssa, but it was very RuPaul working with Alyssa, like Alaska working with Alyssa kind of tease, like, you know how to poke the fool to make the fool jingle. And then there you go. But it is what it is. So let me Coco, get that lip sync through, baby, because I'm going to talk a little bit more. Get the lip sync through, because you're going to see my face. You're going to gag. But like, let me do my intros. Let's get this started so we can really get a show together. We got 169 people already here today. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me. As a reminder, we will be doing a panel tomorrow, a panel of my good friends all the way to the end. Heidi ho, you know the rest of the Chucky. But we'll be doing a group conversation about this, the roast, the reads, the receipts, the love, the shade, the highs, the lows, the ways, whatever way I could do this. Yeah, baby. Stop, Matthew. But like, yeah, we'll be doing a panel tomorrow. I'll be off for the next 3 days. I'm so excited for the next 3 days to be off, because I'm hoping that I can get some peace in my life, because this week has been kind of crazy, but it's been in a good way. Y'all have seen my good energy and mood translate through the camera, and I appreciate y'all also receiving it, because I'm like, we're doing things a bit differently going forward. Again, therapy is helpful. We work out now. We try to get our lives together. Girl drinks a lot of water. Speaking of which, necessary. It's necessary. So if you see me do this today, you know what's up. And that's only because, again, before I start this live, I basically have a TV tray, a mirror. I have all of my rugs from the bathroom. I have the bar. I still have the whole clippers clipped into the bathroom kit. Bitch, I literally ran out the bathroom. Okay, so I'm a little bit on edge right now, because I was trying to get back to this camera. So if you hear a, just know that exhale is for you too. But yeah, I love all of you. Thank you for tuning in. I see a lot of my babies up in here today with the rant pack. If you're new here, do not feel like you can't be a part of the conversation. Don't be nasty to each other too, because the point of the rant pack is like a group of people that you always want to come to talk about our favorite shows together and just enjoy it. And I just so happen to be the loud one running the party, if that makes any sense to you. If you don't like that, but yeah. I have someone who's giving me their Apple login, and then also I think I get it for free. Actually, let me tell you something, Michael. If I buy a movie ticket tomorrow, which I plan to, I need to go see Nosferatu before it's gone. And then what was the other movie? The one with SZA and Kiki. I said I was going to go to the movies this week. I told myself that. I was like, oh, Matthew, I was like, Matt, you didn't do it last week. You got to go this week. If I buy it, AMC always gives me 3 free months of Apple TV. So I am going to go watch it. I talked to Bleecker about it, and they're like, Matt, you need to get into it. You're gonna like the show. It's up your alley. So I'm like, okay. I heard Hard Eyes was good too. I do want to go see that one. I don't know if I want to go see Captain America just because I've never been a fan of the Marvel military-esque movies. That's no shade to them. I'm more so into the whole everybody's an oddball and they have to fight against sort of situation. So I don't know if I want to give Captain America my time. I'm probably going to wait till it's on Disney Plus. No shade. I also don't think Anthony Mackie's a great actor, and that's on that. But the last time I liked him was in Striking Vipers. For obvious reasons. But yeah, so that's gross. Anywho, shout out to everybody. Oh yes, Yellow Jackets. Thank you for reminding me, Charlie. And again, this some of y'all are finishing up my Patreon, and I am about to wrap this up and get into the show. I am covering the challenge on a sort of recap. It's not a good show right now, All-Stars level on Thursdays. Yellow Jackets is added to the rant report too. So if you are a Yellow Jackets watcher, I will be breaking down each episode every Thursday. It will be a part of the rant report segment. So a portion of the show, I'll be dedicating about 15 to 20 minutes to each of the episodes per the season. And if you are watching Yellow Jackets, get into it. I'm also an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. That link does give you the option of getting a free week of Showtime as well, because it's a part of Paramount Plus. This is me plugging my shit, but it's the truth. So if you did want to get a free week of Paramount Plus and Showtime, ding, 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 you got it. But like, how about you stay past that week? Because it would be nice if they sent me some more. It's been a long time. I get it, because Paramount Plus. I know. I get it. It's another. I know, but trust me, with Paramount Plus, you get multiple options between MTV, of course, Paramount related stuff, and Showtime. So I totally recommend it. Get you some Paramount Plus on me for 1 week. Well, I got a cough off camera after I thought I ate that. I did it well. I did it, Daddy. My pop would be proud of that little sales pitch. But yes, let's get my social medias and get this started. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. That is a Linktree link that's available in the About section. I do reactions on Patreon, like you may have seen in the live chat with everybody else. And those reactions are kind of fun, kind of awesome, kind of cool, kind of crazy, kind of whatever. Piggy, no, we're not saying Piggy girl. I hate that saying, I'm gonna be real with you, because I'm like, bitch, I ain't no piggy. That's for the police. I ain't no piggy. All right. I'm a chewer. No. I like to eat, but regardless, let me shut up. I am bookable on Cameo. I have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. And I'm also kind of stupid, but really cute in my head. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if I'm ugly to you, I don't accept, because I'm a Libra. We can't do that. But yes, I also have a PO box if you want to send me something awesome to pull up and open on camera. We've had some things from all over the world, actually. So thank you so much for all the stuff you have sent to my PO box. I'm looking for more, aka Maddie just paid $100 on that damn thing. So how about you send me something? I'm just playing. I'm not. But yeah, there's all of that and then some. We do have a poll up that I posted like when I made this live here. I do want to see exactly what y'all are saying about the episode. I think I gave you some good options, if you will. Let's take a look. Where are we at here? Thank you so far for the likes, y'all. We only have 51 right now. There's almost 200 of you here. We can get those likes up. So please hit that like button, please and thank you. Right now with this, we have thoughts after this week's episode. Loved it from beginning to end, 17%. What the hell was that? Is 26% of you. 27% is highs and lows, and 30% the majority out of 163. RuPaul pulling Corey's shoe out. Did I clip it? Well, yes, of course I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. Yes, of course I pulled that out. Now, you know, RuPaul is really on some good stuff lately. The edibles are hidden, or possibly it's a good brand of night. Nope, not going to say that. Kanye can't say it. Ugh. But yeah, she's been actually acting up, and I'm kind of here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for RuPaul low-key acting up in the workroom and being like, well, girl, hold on now. And you know why I still stand by my opinion. Corey is likable to me. I think Corey is a hoot. Delusional, yes. Not giving it on the runway, yes. Sometimes funny, yes. Not a home run all the time, absolutely not. But like, something about Core being able to take a joke for me is why I'm so endeared by her. Like, she can get red and then not be like mad about it. Throw maybe a joke back and forth too. It's just, I prefer that kind of take versus someone who's going to be like, how dare she come for me and bitch this, that, and the other, when knowing you are barely passing. A C student. A good C student, though. You want to see them in the class, but they're not getting no B's and A's, bitch. She's leaving with a C. She's leaving with a C this season. Oh, it's interesting to watch, you know. And I did like the take of you know, I love what did Lux say? She's manly drag, and she knows it. She knows she butch. I'm kind of I'm here for that clearing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, it's true. She's definitely a defensive end. And I'm here for it. But we do have our first super chat of the day. Thank you, Ninetail Phoenix. Hey, Maddie, I got my school refund. Congratulations. And I got opinions. I'm ready to hear it, Ninetail. How you doing, baby? Hi, Mystique. It's nice to see you, love. As we get into the episode, and I'm about to start it up right now, if you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, she's a single father of two, you know. Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith tease. I used to say that all the time. That's such a fucked up thing now I think about it. That movie is so sad, but it is the truth. My life. Kind of. If you want to throw some love my way, hey, maybe get me Cowboy Carter tickets. I don't know. Now I can do it. Now the tickets are out. Shit actually lies. I'm trying to go to this Port of Arthur trip all T and maybe get this bad boy through week BB. Because I already paid for the line by the trip. But yeah, if you want to throw me some love my way, a little kitty little exchange rate, because yes, I do need to get them litter. Yes, bitch, because I got them food earlier. That was 2 days ago with DW. Was that right, darn? Okay. PayPal.me /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I had to do an Instacart earlier today because I forgot some things at the store, and I low-key, since I've been working out, I've been eating like crazy. Like, my appetite is up, bitch, because I'm trying to gain weight back too, and I'm trying to pump up, get a little chesty. Yeah, that was yesterday? Really? That was yesterday? Oh, it was Valentine's. It was Valentine's Day. So many people doing last minute stuff. That was no, it wasn't yesterday. You sure that was yesterday? It was, because we were talking about Thursday, and then we're like, no, let's go for okay, yeah. Okay, cool. My brain. ADHD and me. Shout out to all my people with disabilities a little bit. I had my Bleeker was like, Matt, you do know that's a disability. I'm like, no, it's not. She's like, yes, it is, bitch. Yes, it is. Thoughts on the pit stop? I think it's weird that they had Lux there on a day like, or on an episode like this. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but there you go. You know, I wish we had a different person there. To be honest, I'm gonna be real, because it felt like we didn't get a take that was, if you will. I don't know or not. That's what my friend said. I gotta ask the doctor. I know I can get something prescribed for the ADHD, but I told him I didn't want it because the side effects of a lot of antidepressants and drugs like that for situations have to deal with impotence, and I like my penis. Thank you. 200 plus of you here. How you doing? Let's get the show started. I'm done being a loudmouth. No, I'm not. You have another 2 hours to go. Ha ha. Maybe less. Okay, but I did have 2 tippy poos come in. Stacy, I love this last name. I'm not going to say what it is, but I love the full alliteration of your name. I'm like, okay, work. I would be here for class roll call. Stacey, thank you so much for the tippy poo on Cash App. Kissy, kissy poo. Right back to you. And Stephanie, oh my, wait, girl, wait a minute. Okay, you in Scotland today? What? Hey, Stephanie, how you doing, my baby? Greetings from Scotland. A weekend getaway. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I need my passport. And I'm getting it this month. But like, I am ready for international, Maddie. I am ready. I am ready to see the world. You inspire me, Stephanie. So thank you so much for the super pro. That is amazing. And thank you for your generosity. Thank you, both of you, so very much. And another super chat. Crash. Bleeker is a huge David Lynch fan. Didn't he pass away recently? Like a month ago or something like that? Didn't that man pass away? I'm a huge David Lynch fan. I thought it was an interesting choice and I really wanted to see more, but Anya once again stole the episode. Don't have much else nice to say right now. LOL. I'll be real with you. I was disappointed with David Lynch. And again, I don't think it was a good idea to do that character. I think they should have done Catherine O'Hara. Personally, David Lynch is such an interesting person, if you will. He's very nuanced. It's very referential in a way when you have to know who he is. And I did appreciate, of course, the cappuccino, the full. There were moments I was like, okay, there's a little, but it wasn't for that situation. It needed to be under the lens of maybe like a Kelly Mantle, Jinx Monsoon sort of production performance. Tammy Brown's in there. Like very different comedy versus Snatch Game. Like it needed to be, like I can see Lydia's character being more ready for a scripted sense of humor comedy versus me seeing them sit down in between Eddie Murphy and Bigfoot and try to be funny. Like that to me just didn't make any sense. I thought Catherine would have been a much better choice because there's so many different versions of her you could have done. You could have done Home Alone, Catherine. We would have wanted Schitt's Creek. Let's be very clear. Moira, you would need to have been Pepe, the Pepe. Like, I would have been here for that. Like, that would have been fucking funny. Or even the Beetlejuice version of Catherine O'Hara, like, if you will. Go, best in show. Honey, don't get me started. I know that lady's I'm about to say discography. I know all her movies. Big fan. So I was like, why didn't you do her? It's okay. If you wanted to do David, good for you. There was that one funny part when they did say Lynch, and it was Corey and Anya talking about, baby, when I heard Lynch, I was like, oh, not during Black History Month. Okay. Enough, Maddie. Get to the episode. Let's talk about it today. Let's go ahead and let's get it on. Wow. I know that they were also saying, in the Untucked, if you think you could do this at home better than us, you don't know what you're talking about. I still stand by my big ass mouth saying, I'll wear it out, bitch. I stand by that. You read me. I'm good with it. I stand by it, sweetie. Get me in front. I know all about yes and. Okay. See, it's crazy that no one was doing that well of a job. So there was a few people that did good, but like you would think a whole bunch of bent wrist girls out there would have got the yes and part when you wanted Ariana Grande to win Song of the Year anyways for that song. But I'll be quiet. I'll let it go. You didn't give enough streams for that either. Just saying. And it's a good album. But like, you would think they would know about yes and anding. I mean, I think all the girls' bottoms, you should be yes and girls. Just saying. I'm a yes and girl. What do you want? Yes and. I'm just saying. So, but improv is tough. And I'm not going to just rag on them the entire time because it is tough. There are times when things that you have prepared are just not going to work. There are some times when volleys are thrown at you that you're not prepared for because you are overthinking. You are in a moment. You need to be in character. You got to be on it. And the thing is you want to get RuPaul to laugh. And that's who your audience is, not just the people at home, because they're going to see it too. Yeah, but they're not judging the show. So you got to make that bald-headed tall man laugh. Okay, Slender Man over there, Diggums, the frog on the cover of the Smack'ems box right there. You gotta do something for that man. And Alyssa Edwards, you would just want to clap funny and see if she want to laugh, but no, it's a little bit more difficult than that. So I get it. At the same time, bitch, I'm ready to go in. I'd be ready to go in, please. I didn't even want to try to do 2 big anges just to be funny. Before the 10. Before it. But yeah, I did like this episode. You know, to be honest with you, Gutter Snipe, you did this comment right here. I kind of would like to see them do Hollywood Squares one time versus a Snatch Game. I'm not gonna lie. And while it would be improv and all that jazz and stuff, and it is them still doing Snatch Game, essentially, I would almost encourage Drag Race to build the set. Since you all have the money, I know you do. I almost encourage you to build the set. You have a big ass stage now, so high key, it's not unlikely. Like maybe just 2 rows, girl, but maybe wait until you have 8 people and not 11. Ooh, also, that's another thing I want to say. This Snatch Game was impeded by that. Way too many people were there. That's too many people. We're losing the focus on some of the folks that were making jokes because it's been so long since we've seen them. I was like, when's the last time they talked to Trisha Paytas? In case you forgot, I don't want to be nasty, but like that name is honestly doing all of the work. It really is, because there are times I see you in the show and I'm like, yeah, there she go. And then there are times I forget you're there, and I'm not even being nasty. I'm just being like how the edit is going. They give her like maybe a confessional or like 2 confessionals, like one little like, this is what we're doing today. And then we don't see her no more. And then we're going to see her later. It's like, oh, okay. And then she's safe again. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm seeing her in Untucked. I'm like, oh, bitch, she is. What? Like, come on. She's a Libra. I'm going to make sure she get through. And I bought a wig from her, so I'm going to talk it up. Fuck all that. The wigs are great, y'all. Don't play with her. Seriously, forgot locks. But, like, it's an interesting, weird edit. And it makes me feel like, yes, they're going to send her home eventually. But it's going to be a weird edit because it's going to be kind of like, well, yeah, because look at whoever else is left. And I'm concerned for that. I want it to be more like, oh, she really did do bad this week, and not, well, look at whoever else is left. I ain't going to let them girls go. Anyway, let's start this up. I'm not trying to be nasty. She is giving Robin from Real Housewives of Potomac tease, and that's why she lost her job. Girl was boring, and you was just a friend. Continuing on, her Mona Lisa will be missed. Lana, I want it so much better for you this week. We'll get there. I'm not dragging Lana today. I'm low-key dragging Lana today, but I'm also going to drag a couple other people down the river as well. Like, everyone's going to be in the boat. God damn it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I just let the engine go. We're down the river. As far as I'm concerned, like, it's a great show. Love it down. As a reminder, in case you're stepping on in here and you're 16 and someone didn't teach you how to have emotional connections just yet, you haven't found the school therapist of your dreams. This program's for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All your pronouns will be respected. All opinions are expressed by myself. They're mine, bitch. You'll be all right. That's enough. Continuing on here. I like that Corey didn't like Hermona for no reason, because it just added like cornball shit to the show. It was like, why don't you like her? Because the bob is uneven, because like she over there giving you the opposite of what polar caps that you enjoy being in, hunting for snow. I'm just saying, but whatever the case is, it was funny because Hermona knew about it. It's not like she wasn't aware of it. And that's what made it even funnier. She was aware of Corey disliking her and made sure to know, I know you don't like me, Miss Corey. What? Like all of that kind of stuff. But it's the truth. So listen, Ariette did deserve that win. She peed for that ball, the sea-sickening ball. And I'm glad that she won and all that good stuff. I was really here for it. What I did find very interesting is that there's a conversation about delusion happening in the room when it comes from Sam Starr about Lana in reference for, I don't know why the girls were living for her lip sync. It really wasn't doing anything. I said, oh. And Corey having a whole monologue about the girls are not giving what they think they're giving. I'm like, Miss Thing, are you looking at a mirror right now while you're doing your confessional? Bitch, you must be doing a selfie. This must be one of those cameos that you're sending out. Has to be. It got to be one of them cameos, bitch. I was like, what? What is she talking about? I said, it must be everybody. It got to be the group. It must be the entire class. I loved it, though, because it just made me go, what is happening? I like it. I don't care. This may be chaos, and there may be some moments where this is like, what the fuck is this? And the bumpiness of, and like, that didn't make any sense, and we don't agree with that. But I got to give it to this cast. They are understanding the assignment of do not sit here and be, well, some are not being shown clearly because, yeah, but even a Casey, let me give her some coots. She has read a few of the girls. They may not be the most, catastrophic reads on the planet. Nobody's, losing the city by one kaiju, but I'm just saying the girls are understanding the assignment, if you will. Even Lydia with her quiet little some of the shade that she throws, especially when she was in Untucked, she let Susie keep going. No, go girl, keep expressing. I was laughing because I'm like, Lydia, you know what you're doing. Yeah, no, girl, express yourself. No, say what you got to say. No, girl. Come on, it's okay. No, say what you're going to say. Yeah, keep it up with the fight. Yes, girl, be mad. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I like it. I feel, Hermona, tell me you have I feel like you would be a cartoon character in a sense that Lisa Simpson or Peter Griffin or even Francine Smith would have the same clothes in the closet, because in every episode they wear the same clothes, and that basically in your whatever closet that you have in your home, there are about 4 or 5 different versions of this hair with maybe a centimeter length cut, a different bang, possibly, maybe even a brown, if you will. I almost feel like that is the case. It almost has to be. And if you don't do that, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. It's a lot of personality in a room. I do like that. I do. RuPaul steps in there in this jacket. Gay valet, you stay. But yes, RuPaul lets the girls know that it is Snatch Game, and I'm always excited for Snatch Game. You know I love celebrity impersonations. I do it all the time.
Would I do Biggie? No, Biggie's not referential for Drag Race. I would be talking about Natalie. No, I couldn't do Biggie, Ru. No, I couldn't do it. No, I wouldn't be able to do it, Ru. No.
I mean, low key, that would be,
I'm Juicy.
From the PJs, the projects. I promise you, whenever Biggie was made, her parents were like, we need a baby that looked just like that motherfucker from the show. And that's what they got, too. Very that.
I'm telling you, Ru.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'd love to do a Snatch Game or celebrity impersonations.
What are you talking about? I'm Marvin Brando, and very, and I have to do it with, if this was the Godfather. What do you mean wrong? What are you talking about? That's my family. It's my family.
Okay, see, let me stop. Let me stop. But like, I'm just saying, like, bitch, I'd have too many options. Let's go. Like, and you're just gonna sit there and just be dumb? Let me ask me a dumb question. Like, girl, what AC is your temperature, bitch? I don't know. Let's just keep it rolling, right? Tisha Campbell. I would do Tisha Campbell, but can I be real with you? Valen Virgo, I don't have her down. Like, I know certain Gina-isms from Martin, but I would need to study her. I'm more than likely, that'd be one of the options I would probably take, only because I think Ru would get the references. She would really get the references. But you want to know what I want to dress like if I was Tisha Campbell? Oh my God, you're not prepared. If I'm doing Tisha Campbell, I need to have the actual bed frame from that episode of Martin on. Put me on the corner, bitch. And I need to have the one with the bars and her head went through and she couldn't get it off. That is what I would want to be sitting there like the entire time. And I would literally start the whole bit from because you'd already know it would be like, it would be the full crash out bit of that. And then I would have to then change into School Days, Tisha Campbell, like full bit, aka Down Girl. And then we're gonna have to go into I'm Still Here, because that would be the last range I need to get, because it'd be like my career in the full bit of it. And it'd be Rue, I'm still here. Come on, Wendy. I'm still here. Yeah, very that. Very that. I thought about Lisa Bonet the other day, but I was like, no, Lisa's too chill. Lisa's too chill. I would want to do Denise from the Cosby Show, Lisa Bonet. I couldn't just be Lisa Bonet. Oh my Whitley. You want to do my Whitley? I don't want to do my Whitley from A Different World. Dwayne. Oh, baby. If I did Whitley for Snatch Game, Rue, I don't understand. Where all these men, these are men. Oh, can't do it. Let me stop. Okay, let me get on with the show, y'all, before I go there. Oh goodness, don't do it. Don't take me there. Mm-mm. The Hillary Banks one would be so easy to do, because you just have to do Hillary. Like, it's not that hard to do Hillary, because it's like, oh my god, Ro, daddy, and just full bit with that. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's the only girl full bit with the of course, Hillary Banks. But okay, moving on. Alyssa Edwards comes into the workroom to give them advice, I guess, on her. Like, she did terrible as Katy Perry. She basically did what Lexi Love did with Mommy Dearest. Okay, like if we're gonna do the Joan Crawford, if we're gonna talk about it, Alyssa is exactly what happened with Lexi Love, if you will. It was bad, but it was good. Do you hear me? Like, it was not good, but it was so bad, but it was so good. Because she just was an idiot. And it was like, who is this lady? Like, and she just quoted some movie, but she did it with so much conviction. Annie Oakley was also not giving for me. I'm just going to be real with you. So, okay, now, Ryla, if I did Prince, I'd have to do Fred Armisen's Prince from SNL Prince. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that, but I also have to mix in, like, I hate this man, but Dave Chappelle's Prince with the, do you like some pancakes? Like, I'd have to blend those two variations of Prince together, as well as make sure I'm giving the side eyes and the really funny facial expressions that Prince would do when people would tell him stuff. He would give the nastiest of side eyes to people. So, like, I recorded it, so I'm going to watch it. But I did record it because I saw Maya Rudolph doing Beyonce, and I saw Fred coming out as Prince. I was like, oh my God. Love it. Hey, everybody. I love Maya Rudolph's Beyonce. This Prince, everyone. Say hi, Prince. Prince is shy. That's right. You know, because I like her version of Beyonce, because it's Maya Rudolph doing Beyonce, just like Quinta said. It's not Beyonce, it's Maya's Beyonce. And it's kind of funny because she is making fun of the way she talks so soft sometimes, a little country twang and something like that. You know, when she speak a little bit like this, Beyonce don't really talk like that, but she do talk a little bit. It's a little bit more rough. Oh, I can do Jack A too. This is not an impersonation of Matty. Y'all like just call them out. I love it. Everyone's doing like a jukebox. Like, Matty, who can you do? Regina, go. This one, go. And I'm like, yes, yes, and yes. I also would have did a better impersonation of the person Susie did, but I'm gonna be quiet because I was waiting for her voice to go a notch higher, and it didn't happen. And I was like, I don't know if that's her, but okay. But yes, Alyssa is in the house and she is there to give advice. But in reality, I was here for one moment in all of this because I did love, of course, the feedback and, you know, maybe you should do this and maybe you should do that and blah, 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 blah. It's Alyssa hearing Lydia's name for the first time. And I think we all wanted to hear Alyssa, like, what is that girl's name? Like for me personally. I'm like, let me find out she's going to be on the show and Lydia is still there. And they say her full name because you already know this one don't think fast. It's going to be very, what? I'm sorry, what? Yeah,
the Seymour part didn't happen, Janae. And I was wondering why the voice didn't go all the way up. Because Seymour, I really.
As much as she was talking that shit, I was like, I'm waiting for it. Strain that throat, sweetie. Guac, guac. Do what you do. Get that Sukihana throat up in there, girl. No shame throat, honey. I didn't understand. I was like, okay, she was talking some big shit. But as a fan of Little Shop of Horrors, I didn't get it seriously. I got some of the references and I got a bit of the history of said person. So I was like, okay, I get that.
But I was just waiting for the voice to go a little higher.
All that stuff. Regardless of it all, feedback is given through the room. And then we get to, excuse me, RuPaul. You prompted this. This is not Corey's doing. You, RuPaul, prompted this. It's as if you stood in front of Corey and was like, I can't take it anymore. Girl, can we talk about that shoe? That is the funniest, like hands down to me. This was one of the funniest parts of the episode outside of Snatch Game. And went and grabbed said shoe. Didn't have anybody in production do it. The host, this is where you will come for Alan this year, RuPaul, for that hosting Emmy. I'm telling you, Ru, this was the mark that I needed you to do. It was you coming for Lana and letting her know, girl, did you want some critiques? Because I can give you some critiques. And it's this part right here. With yourself. Didn't ask him. You couldn't believe it. Went through her shit. That is fucking funny. Can you imagine? Mind you, this is the host of the show who is now going to be judging some of these looks, going through the package, looking for the shoe and seeing all your other things. So that means that RuPaul saw the rest of Corey's clothes. She probably, listen, I bet they cut that out, huh? I bet they cut her out going, girl, what is all this shit? She probably was like, look, okay, got a whole bunch of pairs of these in different colors. Boo. You are touching somebody's. Listen, baby, the earth is on her hands. Do you hear me? I know she's used to it. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button. That was a nasty joke. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. For this Red Back family. I got one more fracking joke in me. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, please and thank you. It's PayPal and me for /MattyRants, Cash App $ MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I know for sure. Hold on, let me get my baby girl name in here. Come on, Maddie. Ooh, I have the joke. I got to get the name down. Please, God. Oh, okay. I got the joke. Listen. I know Angel Reese could fit into that shoe, but knowing Corey King, he would prefer Caitlin Clark to wear it. And Seed. All right, there it is. I was like, I do have my actual roast joke right there. If I was at the roast, that would be exactly the joke I'd say to Corey. There you go. And for those who know about the basketball drama, that's an actual great joke. Thank you. I'm gonna do something off camera right now while we talk about this, but let's keep on going. It's a nasty reference. You're welcome. Who else was paying attention? What's that man's name who tried to get his son to host the show and looked a fool? I know he would like that joke. He has so much to say about Black women. But anywho, yeah, Alyssa looking at the shoe this way is one of the funniest things to me. Also, coming back on camera real quick, 300 of you. We got 300 live. Hit that like button. Thank you so very much. Love you. Okay, let's keep on talking about the show. Yeah, Alyssa was like, girl. But then I'm like, Alyssa, you know, I'm not going to, we can bring up that global package, but yeah, girl. No, this has some good looks in the global package, but also give them something to do. Hey, it'll give them homework. It'll give them homework. The lesbians got it. The lesbians in the room got it, though. Shout out to my lesbian. Shout out to my lesbian sisters. Anywho, did I need to talk about this part? I really did. Why didn't they speak to Jules about the Bigfoot? I don't like it when they sort of leave people out of the conversation sometimes because it adds a little bit of context later to the performance. It was more so I saw Jules talking about being Bigfoot, never got them to sort of elaborate and go into why said choice was given outside of it's a different character and I can do like much more with it. Now, Anya and Lana gave the appropriate response. I didn't see Corey. Maybe she was hoping for somebody else. I'm kidding. But like for Anya and Lana to freak out the way they did, I kind of would have done the same thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I am a big Quinta Brunson fan. I have known of that woman's existence from Vine, from BuzzFeed, back in the day, Black Lady Sketch Show first fucking season. And that is still the best season, mind you. I am one of the biggest fans of Quinta. I'm inspired by her. When she got that Emmy, I was sobbing. Let me get on camera for this. Let you hear me before I do something with my right hand here and that. But like, I was sobbing when Quinta got it because it was one of those moments as a creator, you saw a content creator, someone who went from the internet, okay, someone who really worked on their craft, okay? Do you understand me? Like, it's got money, a lot. He got like, a lot of us were there for those days. A lot of us saw that happen. And she has really worked her ass off. I'm getting emotional. I'm talking about it. So when she won, I fucking saw, bro. Like when Sheryl Lee Ralph won, another woman, Black woman for that matter, who I watched get snubbed after snub after snub, never gave her no time, never gave her no dues. It's like when I'm watching Angela Bassett be nominated for so many things and she doesn't win, and you're like, girl, if they don't give this, like, not to say that she just needs to be given it, it's that they've put the work in. I'm bringing up so many good examples here. Taraji P. Henson is one of those people who a lot of people wouldn't have even thought with her early career would have gone the way it did. Baby, when the Benjamin Button started happening, when she was starting to get those bigger roles and the Hidden Figures took place, you start to see people who folks would have taken as not serious actors in their craft being taken very seriously. And it's something to actors, and this is why I love acting and why I love movies, is that I love actors that can make me think of them outside of one role. And if you can't do that, Keanu Reeves, I am unable to buy a ticket. But I'm buying a ticket for people that make me go, bitch, I want to see them as this villain this time. Oh, they're going to be this. Oh, it's going to be this. It's interesting. And Keke Palmer is like that for me right now. Like, you got to go down the history of Akeelah and the Bee to Nope. Now to the #1 comedy movie that's giving Friday teas with 2 Black women leads. Get into it. It's something to say. Niecy Nash is an excellent example. Mama found her lesbian and life took up. She started living a real life. Started being herself. God started blessing her. High key. I'm just saying. Demi Moore is that for me right now. This is why I want Demi Moore to win that Oscar. And it's no shade to my baby in Brazil because I also want her to win. Anybody but the folks from that one horrible ass movie. I want Demi Moore to win that Oscar so bad. So bad. And it every time someone like that wins, it gives me hope. I've been doing this for a little while now, and sometimes I feel like I ain't gonna go no further. But every now and then I just get somebody or something happens with me that says, keep going, bitch. You never know who's watching. You do not know who's about to give you that one hand or that one door or that one rope that you can just grab and pull, bitch. You never know. So you just have to keep going, because if you give up on your dream, that dream is gone. You let it go because you just let it go. But if you just keep going, it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Something. It may not be the thing you thought it's gonna be, but something's gonna happen. I was on TMZ for a fucking year, bitch. We had a whole year of me on television at one point in time. That's true. This is true tea, okay? Like, I've touched the sun a couple of times, but I'm still waiting to get burned, sweetie. I just want to get consumed by it. And that's why I won't give up, no matter who talks about me, no matter what threads made, no matter the mistakes I make. I know I can get the fuck back up. I know every day is still a day to do something different. And so their reaction, that's my reaction to certain people who I have seen the dream come true because they worked for it, not because they were given it. They work for it. Manifestation. It's real. There are times when I felt like I ain't had nothing going for me, girl. And I got on my knees and I prayed for it, bitch. And then I actually willed it like it's going to happen. But then I told myself, Matt, not when you want. Not when you want. It's going to, but not when you want. And then boom, happens. And you're like, oh, and it's almost that much better. Almost that much better. Almost that much better. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in and being here today. As a reminder, I will block anybody that comes in here trying to disrupt the chat. One of the pieces of my disclaimer is no spoilers in the chat, everybody. No spoilers in the chat. So you can make new accounts. You can find new ways to troll. If you think it's funny and ha, 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 and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to fully pay attention to the post itself. Once I see names across any sort of anything, I'm going to block it. So please and thank you. Respect the chat. Respect these people who are here today. You may not like me, and that's okay. But you got to respect others around you because that's why the world is going to shit right now. So God bless every single one of you for being here today. Thank you for tuning in. And let's continue on with the show. So Shanta, thank you so much for the super chat. I could see you doing Snatch Game as the Duke from Bridgerton. Okay. I receive that. I do. I receive it. Oh, yeah, because therapy is really doing wonders for me. I don't have time for children. I don't. Speaking of, hi, my friend. Hey, Jiggly. One of my favorite people in the entire universe here. Oh, Crash, I gotta get rid of you now. Is Jiggly Caliente. Y'all give a shout out to my sister Jiggle. You know, I love you down, sister. I hope you're doing well. Somebody who I'm always going to recognize, no matter what's been taken off of any government site or whatever the fuck anybody has to say about anything in this household, bitch, okay, exist forever. And that's to all my trans brothers and sisters, my non-binary folks, and my intersex, anybody in for that matter. We're not going to get into it, but bitch, just let you know, I'm hot with you. Don't even worry about it. I'm mad with you. Crash, thank you so much for the super chat. My Snatch Game would be Edwin. Oh, the Mad Hatter or Charles Nelson. Oh, Charles Nelson Riley. Okay. I gotta be here. I want to see that. That's funny. CJ, thank you so much for the super chat. This episode was good with the drama. The judging was weird in my opinion, but now having to sit on it, I see why Crystal went home. Hey, Rant Pack. Y'all know I was a Crystal Envy fan. My balance is a little skewed. I'm not gonna lie. My balance is a little off. Wild card. Thank you for the super chat, babes. This episode for me exposed the faults of season 17. Ooh, the drama is great, but what else is there? The bad lip syncs and weird progression is throwing me off. I was not a fan of the lip sync. We cousins. Yeah, we like cousins. Like I would put Jiggly as real cousin. Like that's fam. You know what I mean? Because when I see Jiggly, it's always a vibe. So I wouldn't even put her on the level of drag family. That's my sis. Because when we see each other, it's the key. That's how I put that. But no, let's get to Snatch Game. Let's go ahead and talk about it. That's right. Yes, Jiggly is black. That's if you didn't know that. I'm just playing. Don't show that to Cat. Anywho, she can't see color. Woo, Matthew. All right. Oh, Matthew. All right. All right. Jiggly is her mom is Chevelle Brooks. For those of you who know Chevelle Brooks, legendary icon. Hold on, I need my water. I can't keep my hands to myself. I can't keep my hands to myself. Oh my God. I'm no shade to the Selena Gomez fans out there. Boo, that song. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, I get it because it's nails. Nailed it. Like, I totally get it. But I was just like, I'm going to say yes because Chevelle lives in Houston. She lives out here. And so does Silky Nutmeg Ganache. She lives out here in Houston too. Well, she moved out here, I think recently. I saw her at JR's, but y'all should know this. I'm very weird in person. I'm not weird in person, but I'm also very shy. And I don't like running up on people. I ran up on Mistress because that's Mistress. It's a little different. I don't know. When I see Silky, I always want to like almost give a curtsy out of respect. Oh the computer's about to die. Oh my gosh. Plug it in. Okay, I got it. Okay, we did it. Okay. Well, there you go. LOL. Technically, yes, because if Honey D is her mother, Deja D and Deja, and technically is my sister and auntie, Sister Chevelle. So yes, yeah. So technically, we are related. The drag family tree, which means that we're all, that means that. So Monet and us and all of us are also related on the same tree, if you will. Because trust me, Peace is not dead. Trust. But that's crazy. I do like that though, which also makes sense. And again, Jiggly and I very much relate on our humor. So yeah, off-camera conversations with me and Jiggly are fun. Y'all won't be a part of those because the girls are sensitive. But yes, moving on. Alyssa and a butt plug were the I didn't like that at all. I did not like the AI. Oh, I'm gonna have to go off camera because I'm gonna start talking some cash shit. Mistress does a lot of stuff on Fridays, Louise. So when you do come out here and there's especially like a season of Drag Race or something going on, she has a night, I believe, that she hosts with South Beach specifically on Fridays. And that's when a lot of the girls go. So I would highly suggest, for those of you coming to Houston, I would suggest that. If you're doing brunch Sundays and Saturdays at Rich's, Blackberry is hosting. There's also some other brunches too. I know Chevelle does a couple out here when she's in town and a few other people. And I know that there's one at Boheme too that's going on. There's a couple of drag shows that they do during the weekends in Houston. Y'all just have to let me know. If you're ever in town, and a lot of Rant Pack have met me out of town. Some of y'all have been very, very, hey, Matt, I'm in town. If you're out, and I normally will go out if someone tells me. I'm like, okay, bitch, I'll pop up and I see you. We'll take pictures. You know me. We cool. Take a shot together, bitch. I'll do that. Here we go. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Here we go. I have it, Bobby. I have not been yet. And if you're in town, Bobby, we need a hang, sister. Because I haven't seen one of my other people, Bunny, in a minute. I hope my baby girl's doing okay. I need to text her. I see Darnell all the time. But there's a couple of folks that live in Houston that I'm like, if I ever see you out, girl, don't be weird, bitch. I'm definitely roll up, girl. We hang out and meet my friends too, because we're a vibe as well. I like the people I have in my life. Shit. For real though, because y'all have to meet Jeff with a G and Troy and Jared and all the rest of my good like friends. Because my Houston crew, we're good people. We're all gamers and nerds too. Yes, I did love Alyssa. Alyssa was funny. That 1-star joke was kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. This wig is stacked for Jesus too. But that 1-star joke, because it was I believe the question had to do with like how many stars would you give it? It's like a 5-star, this, that, for like a hotel would you stay, right? And then it was, whose joke was it? Oh, I think it was Cupid or something like that. And then she said, what kind of joke would you get? I think that's a 1-star, Rue. And it was so fucking funny. Bitch, I howled. If you saw my reaction, I howled when she did that. And yes, Alyssa it was Lexi. There you go. Gilbert Godfrey. We'll get there. She's effortlessly funny. She is definitely not the girl who you got to, write down the jokes and be that kind of person. She is definitely one of those people that if you just have her be herself, something's going to come out and it's going to be funny. And she's good at that. And not a lot of people have that charm. Not a lot of people got it. Cameron, thank you so much for the super chat. Rue would be the kind of person to laugh at their own jokes. I'm that person. You just heard me do it 2 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. You know how long-winded I am. I'm that person. Make fun of me, Cameron. I'm dead serious, bitch. I think I'm hilarious. Whatever. I think I'm funny. I think I'm quite hilarious. Thank you. All right, let's get to Trisha Paytas. And thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of the Rant Pack family. Become a part of the Rant Pack family. I keep my hands to myself. Ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, hoo, ha, hoo. You know I love you, Jiggly, but I deleted that comment because we don't talk about it because some people aren't looking for it. Hey, this is how the song goes. It's Trisha Paytas. That's not Trisha Paytas. It's a Funhouse version of it. Girl, she was herself. And this would be Trisha in a different life, if you will. Earth 616 Trisha. But yeah, I thought she answered the jokes fine. They barely spoke to her. That was it. She did decent. It was a safe run. It was a safe run. I personally thought she did herself, but yeah. I can't keep my hands to myself. I don't mind deleting it. Now let's get to Susie. Let's get to Susie. I just stopped reading. Bitch, the moment I look at certain comments, I just read the first two words, and if it's going there, I'm doop, 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 doop.
I was waiting for the voice. I thought the voice was gonna get higher. I really did. I thought the voice was gonna get higher.
I was really confused. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, the moment she came out and started speaking, I thought she was a Mad TV character having a stroke. I did. All right. Hold on a second, y'all. I gotta do something real quick. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Just 1 second. Okay. Let me do this real quick because I'm not playing. Okay. Give me just 1 second. Hey, Emrika, if you see those, yeah, thanks, babe. I appreciate it. Let me double check something here. Oh, wow. That is funny. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, that's not Jiggly. Yeah. I'm kind of gagged that you would really go that far to do something. It wasn't Jiggly, unfortunately. That's somebody who literally made an account. Put Jiggly Caliente's name on there. Yeah. That is so sad. Wow. Report user impersonating. Hold on. That's not okay. Impersonation. Choose once. Impersonating somebody else. Next. That is so annoying. Are you serious? That is so sad. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, y'all, let's continue on with the show. My sincerest apologies. That is so sad. I guess like it's not really hurting me per se. It's the people who are watching the show that want to enjoy the show. So I don't get that, but okay. So yeah, hold on a second. We're gonna have to switch, unfortunately. And I know. So for those of you who are watching and you are enjoying the live chat, but you may not be subscribed, I'm afraid we're going to have to go into a different direction right now, just because it's getting past the point of like respect. And I totally understand that we all like to say what we want to say and do what we want to do and have this sort of feel like, you know, you don't get enough attention at home and all that kind of stuff. It's, hey, life can be tough, but like, be for real. Be for real right now. Like people want to enjoy the show. We want to talk about it. You impersonating a girl on Drag Race who I actually have a friendship with is wild. So I don't know. And so now I got to hit Jiggly up about what just happened and also let her know what's going on here. So, oh wait, Jiggly's sister. So this is you, which is crazy. That's you. That's the real one. That is crazy. That is crazy. The links people go through to attack my channel, man, and I just can't. I have to simply laugh and smile. Wild, bro, wild. But yes, let me do a double checking here. That is funny. Let's go to channel. Yeah, this one's real. Jiggly's was real because Jiggly's account was made back last year in January. That account was made today, this day, February 15th. So yeah. So yes, I apologize if you're not subscribed. Please go ahead and subscribe if you want to have a conversation, or maybe you can be patient enough and try to spoil the show for everybody else. But yes, let's not do all of that. That was weird. Okay, let's continue on, everybody. My apology. I mean, I don't know why I'm apologizing, but okay, let me do a disclaimer and then let's go. Just as a reminder, this program's for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions are just mine. They're just mine, I promise you. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned. Grab your libations, Maddie's a talker. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. Let's get back to Susanna. Susanna, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I was, her runway saved her low key. High key. But being so serious, her runway high key saved her. It did. It was because their jokes weren't funny. Theaters. I was like, okay, so you having a speech impediment is funny. I'm confused. Like, what are we doing? What's happening here? You and your tongue are wrestling with your teeth. If I needed to hear that, I'd just turn on Zeus Network and listen to anybody have any sort of conversation. Everyone got veneers in, but don't know how they fit in their mouth. Yeah, and I was like, what? I'm over here like this lady was talking about I'm going to be in the top this week. Oh, okay. That's cute. Yeah, sure. Sure. Just, hey. 3 in a row. Couldn't, hey. Yo. Okay. I'm not mad she was in the top. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there was very little to choose from, no shade. I am not mad Lexi was in the top. something about this was just absolutely like I was uncomfortable, but I was also like I just kept being it was her casually crashing out that made it so funny to me, but it wasn't good. It wasn't, but it was the way it went down that made it funny. And that's crazy. Like I understand, but I go, okay, you could have just had a top two, hi, like real talk. You just had a top two. You didn't have to do all that, but it's just she's endearing. And again, this plays a factor in a lot of decisions that are made on Drag Race and even with the fandom, especially when we find someone that we like, which is why I'm not gonna like knock nobody down for being like, hey, I like these people. No. When you attack others, that's when you're a weirdo. But like to me, it just it was funny. I don't know if they want to talk to her because she had the Cher outfit. I don't know, man, but it was funny. But I was like, she could have been safe. We didn't have to put her in the top today. It was funny. It wasn't safe. I mean, it wasn't top, but it was just funny. It just wasn't like I think Alyssa wasn't even in the top for Snatch. Was she in the top for Snatch Game that season for All Stars? I can't remember. Shouldn't have been. Yeah, but like, yeah, definitely a high save. Because I did like her runway. I personally liked her runway. Like, I know it wasn't like the greatest thing on the planet, but I thought it was like a very polished Cher. She wasn't, yeah. So, like, for me, this is giving that same kind of energy of what is this? But we laughing, like, okay, that's funny. There he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So to me, I did enjoy this though. I did. I liked Lexi's falling, crashing. I did. I'm sorry. I thought this was fucking stupid, but I was like, oh no, but also laughing at the same time because it's like, oh my God, damn it, fuck. And then Rue's just cackling at that. Like she's sitting there thinking she's talking to herself and Rue is still paying attention. She's still paying attention to you, literally losing it to yourself. And so it makes it funnier. Like, oh, fuck. It's like, I don't know. Oh, my goodness. I know my sister needed a vape or a hybrid or sativa. Probably a sativa for the brain. Mm-hmm. Kim Gravel. I actually know who the Gravel. I said Gravel. I know who this is from QVC. I'm familiar with who they are as basically a Lisa Rinna. This was Sam. The jokes landed though. That part. This was Sam. Like I'm not trying to be nasty, but it was like the jokes were there. Yes. And I laughed at some of the jokes and I thought it was funny. But this was like Sam with the Molly hitting hard. Like no shade. Like it gave me like she took half a blue dolphin and went for it. Like no. I was like, okay. But the jokes were there. There were jokes. It at least was well thought out. But to me, when we're going to talk about people playing characters and they're not being that much of a risk, girl, please hold this same energy for Miss Sam. You were giving it to Anya. I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm having to do this to Susie right now, but it's like, no, you need to give that to her too then. Like, you could have been like, both of them should have been like in a different position. Like, let's not do all that today. Either way, though, I was just like, okay, Sam did a good job. It just, to me, I'm like, that's Sam. Black History Month. Let me find out. This is the reason why they're really going hard on DEIs, Lana. Let me find out. Let me not do that. That's not funny. It's kind of funny. Listen, let me turn off my camera, sweetie. Woo. All right. We gotta. Listen, we it made it worse that the bus still running joke was the throw off. That's the part that really gagged me to another level. Man, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let me get some of these super chats before I continue my Rosa Parkett. For me, it's the moment she started talking and realized she picked a bad character and kept going crash. Thank you. That's for Lexi. To me, she didn't do Gilbert Gottfried's voice the correct way. You know, if Gilbert's talking, it's a little up there and it keeps going. What do you mean? Like, I'm not doing a perfect Gilbert, but it gets higher. She was kind of low when she was just talking like this. Wrong picture, because this is not who we're discussing. Let me make this make sense. Because now you got me wanting to do the voice. It needs to be a little higher. Like, it just needed to go up another level, if you will. Affleck. Like, there was not one joke about any duck. You know what I'm saying? Or goose. Geese. Gus? Lynn? Ryan? Okay. I could do a Gilbert. A little bit. But, like, I'm just saying, it's got to go higher. Like, I'm used to hearing Gilbert Gottfried's voice in so many different cartoons. So many different movies, you know, even from Aladdin and all that jazz. That's fine. I'm thinking Duckman. I'm thinking like other like shows and like very like cartoons and comedies where he's like a guest character on. One of the last shows he did was it's an Adult Swim show, what is it called again, Matt? Royal Crackers. Has anyone seen that really dumb, horrible, not good cartoon? But I always somehow end up watching all of those shows. I do like the yellow one with the girls of the same people like Smiling Friends. But Royal Crackers, he did a Royal Crackers episode. It's actually a really sad episode. And he plays the dummy, which is supposed to be a voice from this ventriloquist that like totally took over with something. I forget what it was. No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't the dummy. He was the fixer. He was the old guy. Yeah. He was the fixer. And it was kind of a sad episode because the symbolism behind it was this guy is still stuck in his career and thinking he's like still like legit somebody else, but he needs to sort of get like a reality check in the same breath, but also realize that he doesn't actually need to give up on his dream, but more focus like where to next, not what was the path. It's an interesting take, and he sort of risks his life, and it's crazy because Gilbert Gottfried plays the character that ends up taking himself out in the show, and it was like one of the last things he did. It's wild when you watch a lot of movies. What is it called? Posthumous? I forget how you say it, but it's weird when you see films with people in it that then passed and they filmed it, and it's like that's the last few projects or whatever. I felt that way about the guy from Euphoria when I saw the movie Abigail, and then how he died in Abigail. And I was just like, oh my God. Like it's sometimes a little odd for me. And I don't like when they put AI people. I don't like when they take people from the dead and they put them in movies. That's stupid. That's weird. Just because it like adds to no, it doesn't add to the movie. I don't like that. But thank you, Crash, for the super chat. Sorry, that was the most long-winded answer. No, it's not. I've done worse. Ninetail, thank you for the super chat. I know she's young, but why didn't Lana use the fact that Rosa Parks died in the 2000s? She beefed with Outkast. She possibly could have seen Shrek. Rosa Parks making early aughts reference when would have been hilarious. Well, Ninetail, she would have had to have researched the character. I don't want to be rude. I don't believe it. Lana's interpretation of Rosa Parks gives me a 7-year-old that was just told about this person during the month of February and had to present a school project because they're the only Black girl in their elementary class. No shade. Damn near had her mama go ahead and get some cake that represented some sort of city that she was from, because that's a part of the presentation project. They got to eat something so they can pay attention, baby. I'm telling you what Deborah used to do with me, child, when we do projects. She's like, okay, now we're going to do this project, get this real done up in here. We can get some food too, make them motherfuckers pay attention to you, Matthew. Oh, yeah. It was very much, we could have had a poster board. You feel me? And a couple of markers and scented markers and all that kind of shit. Very much. It was, my name's Lana, and this is for Miss Lisa's class in 2nd grade, and this is my project on Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was on a bus. Rosa Parks sat in the bus. Rosa Parks was in the back of the bus. Rosa Parks wanted to sit in the front of the bus. They didn't like that. Rosa Parks was asked to get off the bus. She was arrested. I wrote black and white because that was a thing back then. Black people, That is what we got. I'm not even lying to you. And Lana, I get that you gave up because that is what happened. You gave up. That lady got you with the joke. It threw you off your game. You were out for the rest of it. Anytime you try to answer, mama, you were going in and out of your voice. It was bad. And that's just the end of it. And Lux talking about she left her wig that would have gave her Rosa Parks, sweetie. That is a tall glass of chocolate milk right there. I don't think there ever was going to be a park that Rose upped in. I'm sorry. I don't ever think that was going to be the best of choice. Yes, Rosa Parks could have been a good choice. I don't think it ever was going to be a choice, if you will. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think it ever was the choice. It should have been someone else. And the next episode is the Rusical. So I'm wishing her good luck because maybe that's going to be where it's at. Maybe. That black and white one was, oh, girl. I was like, yo, was it me or did she have an attitude with Ru? No, she was in her defeatist energy. I don't want to give her attitude or let's say that, but also not take away from you. But I can see where you would have felt that way. That's not what had happened, though. Unfortunately, it was very much she got clocked more than once. And then when Ru did the whole, ooh, you losing your voice there again. Oh, you staying in character again. That bit, oof, it was very, oh, she's gone. Yeah, she gone. She gone. Sulking, Johanna, would definitely be a better term I would use. She was definitely sulking in that corner. Because that last little black and one, I don't know. I was like, oh, girl. You just have accepted your fate. It is what it is. It's like, she knew her runway was going to eat. She just let it go at that point in time. It was like, yeah, I think, yeah, she already knew. Ru was like, absolutely not. Now, Anya Nerve, outside of that mustache, finding its way to the ground as quickly as it could each time they found you. I think it was even funnier that you kept trying to adjust it lightly, but you just couldn't like focus because it probably would take the whole thing off. Made it funnier to me. Every time Ru threw you something, when I tell you hit that watermelon, bitch, because that's how big the ball is. She wasn't hitting softball. She wasn't hitting baseball. She wasn't hitting tennis balls. That lady was doing Fruit Ninja and was throwing Gasaba motherfucking melons at her. Big ass watermelons at Ru was throwing huge balls. And when I tell you Anya was like, bet. Hey, Eddie, who is your favorite Greek mythology here? Like, come on now. Of course, the answer is Hercules. Eddie Murphy, Nutty Professor. Hercules, duh. See, that's the research that they were talking about. That's the stuff that they're asking for when it comes to these characters. And when Ro, is the bus still running? No, bitch, it broke down. Like, what you mean I'm here? Like, that could have been the Rosa Parks joke. Well, obviously, it's not running, Ru. I'm sitting right here. That would have been me. There we go. I got a joke for her. Hey, Rosa, is the bus still running? Well, it couldn't have been. How could the bus still be running? I'm sitting right here. In the back, mind you. What's that about? Ru, don't you see me? Like real talk. We're the same age. Bitch, come on. Okay, Matthew, come back with it. I'm sorry. I could have made something out of Rosa. I could have. I'd have been nervous if that one joke didn't land, though. I'm not going to be lying to you. If one joke don't land for me, too, that ADHD, that overthinking in my brain, wow, I'm going to be like, all right, Matt, come back. But I promise you, that's the thing. That's the takeaway. You don't land the first one, you catch the next flight. You miss that bus, wait for the next one. You don't leave the stop. That's a great analogy. You just don't. You wait for the next one. Do you have somewhere to go? Okay, so why missing that bus is going to stop you from getting to your destination? You're not going to be at the time you wanted to be there. You're still going to get there. I'm glad she didn't change her character because Ru saw her as Barry White's wife. And I don't know where Anya could have taken that if she didn't know every single solitary reference glowed out. She didn't have none of the references, so that was smart to do. Ru will give you a suggestion. Some of the suggestions are for your benefit. The other ones, maybe not so much. Even with Lydia, the Catherine was more of a lean, but then said, if you want to. And Leah said, no, I'm gonna stick to what I got, and you're safe. Now, possibly if she did Catherine, we may have been having a different conversation today. Probably could have done more with Catherine on her. You feel what I'm saying? Probably done way more with it, to be real with you. So like it's a give and take. I'm just suggesting something. I'm listening to what you have to say to me, but like, it's really up to you, kiddo. That's Ru shit. But I was proud of Anya, and I'll be real with you. Because y'all know I did the Meet the Queens and everything. You know how I do my shows. That video game shit had to be thrown off with her. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this girl. First episode, I said, oh, I kind of live. I live. She don't give a fuck. Okay. Second episode, okay. All right. Yeah. She lives. Yeah. And then the third, and then the fourth, and then the fifth, and then the sixth, and then the seventh. A grower, not a shower, in my personal opinion. And that's for the you girthy girls out there, you size queens. It's true. For me, she was a grower, and she really has hit me. I was like, okay, I live. I want nothing but the best for this bitch in life in general. Like when Quinta was talking to her, I was like, yeah, I agree. She's kind of a vibe, and very much that, and very much doing her own sort of thing. And I like that. But also expectations, when people put them on you and you show up, I love it. That's what I love. Make me think differently. That I like that she makes me do that. And make me that. Give me that energy. There was something I was looking at in reference to like the takes people are having about this episode and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And about, Susie's comment about her not pushing herself hard enough. And I'm thinking to myself, and you thought too deep about it, and you overthought it completely, and you went way too character, way too method. You didn't let any of Susie shine in there. And if you had got critiques, Suzanne, you would have heard the commentary with the judges saying specifically that's what they wanted to see. We want to see character, but you coming through. It gives us perspective on where you are as a person, to who you see that individual, and how you convey that. Isn't that something? But it's Anya always having her back. And I'm not coming for Susie, but I did as a viewer go, this is wild. Every time your fuck ass makeup got dragged into oblivion by the likes of Corey King, mind you, this bitch always gave you ups. Always. Didn't even have to. A lot of time, I think Anya did it just so she could piss the other girls off, because she's like, you're just not going to come for her by herself. I'm going to have to say something because that's kind of lame. I guess Susie was upset, but that energy was not held for Sam. And then there are other people on this panel as well. We can go, girl, you were just doing your own thing. Like Acacia was the thing. You're sitting right in front of her. Could have said it right there. You just did yourself low key. You were Trisha Paytas. Not really. You were Acacia with a breast bib. Call it. But Arietti, I am shocked you were safe this week. And I know your runway gave everything and then some, but like, this was horrible. You were a baby, and babies are cute. I mean, I wanted her to have seen at least the American Dad episode where, like, you know how the angels are like, when Stan died and then he got assigned that angel because he was trying to get his life back or whatever. So like, you get cuter the more cases you win as angels in court. Like, I wanted that sort of take on an angel, or like Boss Baby. If you're going to do this, like, hey, what's going on, Ru? It's like, huh? You're a baby?
Yeah, I am a baby. I can't grow. Can't you see me? I've been doing this for years. I've been shooting people with arrows. I'm sick. I'm sick of it, Ru. All these people in love and shit. Sick of it.
Like really pissed off some sort of Cupid motherfucker. Like, you could have been adorable and then all of a sudden just spoke and came out all gruffy and stuff, or even had a light voice and done something really silly, like and like all that kind of stuff. And like, yeah, yeah, I'm Cupid, but I'm kind of gross. You know what I'm saying? Like very, very a perv, if you will. Like, I saw what you were doing the other day. So, Mr. Herbert, something like I'm so confused, man. Like, you actually could have, like, just like Jewel Sparkles, this could have been that moment. This could have been that moment.
I wish it was a boss baby. What's going on, Rue? I'm Cupid. How's it going? You doing good? I see you. Real tall. Strong man over there. Yeah. Are you looking for love? Oh, I heard you was married. It's open. It's open, right? It's open. Yeah, I know all about that. That's when I bend the arrows, like that movie with Angelina Jolie. I don't shoot her anymore, though.
Hello, that is a joke. I don't shoot her anymore, though. For those of you who know Angelina Jolie's like relationship stuff, come on. So don't do this. It's hard for you girls at home. Shit, yeah, it can be, but I'm also different, and I'll talk my shit. Okay, I'll talk it because that's the thing. It is yes and it is okay. You want to make a character up? Okay, we'll make a character then. But like, I'm a baby. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, Release the Slaves would like to have a word with you. Her knees specifically. Baby Cupid. That could have been something. It could have been something. I just got here. Hi, Ru. Yes, I'm Baby Cupid. It's my first day. Yeah, the other one died. You know what I'm saying? It's like, believe it or not. See, I have a little more color on me. You were dealing with a different Cupid, okay? I believe my arrows can touch more than just, yeah, okay. Like, we could have gone somewhere. It could have had some kind of perspective. Something. I don't have much to say about this. Is that okay with y'all? It was safe. I don't have anything to say about it. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't. I don't have a lot to say about it. I really don't. I'm so serious. I feel like it's that one kid in class that's going to step into the, that one person doesn't speak that much, but then that one day they dress a little different and they sit down and start having a whole monologue to themselves. It gave that for me. And I was like, girl, what's going on? They said Macaulay Culkin on the pit stop, but I was like, that's kind. This looks like Ellen DeGeneres without a tanning bed. That's who this looks like. This is Ellen DeGeneres, like as an angry lesbian who does not have a tanning bed and is single. Yeah. This is Ellen DeGeneres without a tanning bed, cosplaying as Peter Pan, stealing children in the night. Yeah. That deserves a disclaimer. Couldn't be me. R.I.P. David Lynch. Yeah, but I had nothing for it. I was like, what is that? Now, Bigfoot. Miss Bigfoot. Okay. I'm okay with this. I understand the take that people are having, though, with folks doing these kind of bits where it's like, okay, you're being something that actually doesn't have an impersonation to it. There is nothing to actually study, if you will. You can kind of create whatever you want from there and go with it. Is that cheating necessarily? I'm not going to say that, but it is kind of like, if you're not creative, you will flop. That's how those characters work. If you are actually not creative, you will flop. You will come in here with a concept and tell us what it is. Yeah, there you go, Shishi. Just like Cupid. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to flop. So I'm on the fence with it. I would prefer if they did celebrity impersonations, because that makes more sense and it's a bit more difficult to do, because it is you, but it is also you being a different person versus something that's never spoken before, never made a sound, never did anything. At the same time, I'm giving credit where it's due. She was funny. I thought it was funny. She could have just put one of the mob wives' name down there since she was doing one of the voices and then called it a day. Yeah, I didn't like the devil on All Stars, but I gave Trinity credit because it was funny and she actually committed to the character she created, and that is talent. to do something like that. It is talent to do something like that. But it also just goes to show that sometimes when it comes to these competitions, that if you can't do something well enough, we we look at other things and then we add it up and we raise it a little bit higher. But yeah, I thought it was decent. It was good. I laugh at most of the jokes. The leg bit I thought I saw kind of coming. No shade. It was like if she didn't pull out the big feet, that would be a waste of the character. But what made me smile from Jules and where I respect her the most, and it was this joke. When RuPaul, and it was a nasty, very good volley. It was a very, very, very good volley from RuPaul. RuPaul gonna go, and you get those feet, you get pedicures with those feet. Who paints those nails? Paint, that's blood. The joke before that was burials when she was stomping on people in the dig. I said, uh-huh. I said, okay. I had to clap for that one because it was very quick. It was very good. It made sense. It was cohesive with the rest of the jokes. As much as we can talk about, come on, girl, you just made up a character. You really didn't do no celebrity impersonation. That was tea. And that was creative. And I gotta give her, I'm giving it. And I liked it. I did. Oh, yes. The non-binary joke was funny. What are you talking about? I'm a woman. Boom. I was like, okay, this, she's quick with it. She's not stupid and she's playing with the character. Okay. Bigfoot's that girl. A murderous Bigfoot's kind of funny. But like, yeah, I wanted to hear a little bit more. You haven't seen me. I know you haven't seen me. I wanted her to do a little bit more of that. Like, like a little, give that case. But I did enjoy this take from Jules. And so I have to give her a lot of credit for it. Would you like to see someone do a biracial woman badly?
Oh. Hey, Chucky. Oh, Chucky, I don't feel good, Chucky. Listen, Chucky. Oh my gosh. We used to be together.
You're not. I made your favorite Swedish meatballs. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me have my joke, Dark Aeon. God damn it. Let me not have the facts right now. Will you? Will you? I totally forgot she was adopted, but still, wait, is she adopted? I thought, I never really tried to get into Nicole Richie's story. I have time. Okay. I have things to do, if you will. So I never really entertained it. I assumed by her being around the proximity of Black people, and this true for some of you white folks out there. I'll take the hit and subscribers. I don't give a fuck. Some of y'all get around your friends who say certain things and that Av touches your spirit. And then you be like, I'm going to say it just like you too. Or you be like listening to lyrics of a song and the N-word comes on and you say it in the car because the music's loud enough, but you look to see your friend looking, but they're not paying attention. So you take a nice breath and then you're like, okay, I'm good. We can do this again. Because I didn't mean it that way. It's just a song. I still remember that one comment. Matty, you said mayonnaise and pissed me off. And I was like looking at the profile picture. I'm like, well, girl, the marshmallow man ain't too far away. Anywho. Hi. I'm light skinned. Y'all are going to be all right, okay? I'm close to the border and not that line. And no, I ain't got none of my parents is white and none of my grandparents either. But bitch, okay. When they said fluorescent beige, bitch, that was for me. Thank you. All right, let's calm down, everybody. I saw 4 people leave this room. And I need you to come back. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. You can say it in your room. I'm not giving you permission, okay? But if you said it in your room and I didn't hear you, then I wouldn't have known. All right, okay? It's gonna be okay, right? It's gonna be all right. God, that face. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Crystal, it wasn't good, and that's enough. Oh, I'm going to give Corey some credit. I'm sorry. I am going to give Corey some credit here, and I'm not. Let me not apologize for that. I'm going to give Corey some credit. I gotta. You had me at, yeah, this is my tan. Because if you know the Jersey girls and the mob wives, they were always like brown skin, dark skin. Like it was very brown skin girl. Just like her. Like it was very that. So that was funny. The cigarette bit was even funnier. Because that was a whole storyline for Ange. Like, if y'all didn't know that, that's a whole storyline that was on the show. That cigarette bit was funny. I was like, oh, bitch, I remember that. Because she was trying to quit. That was a whole thing with the Ange thing. She was trying to quit. And there would be times when she's like, I'm not smoking. And she would literally have a cigarette in her hand when she was. I said, Corey, that good. I was very proud of you for Snatch Game. You did make up for that, the Rue, what was it? The Now That's Rue shit. You made up for it. You made up for it, friend. But I promise you, if you had Wesley Snipes as Noxema Jackson in your back pocket, I wouldn't have blinked or moved. Better yet, Lana should have done that. Tell you that. I put that on God. I'm praying someone does Wesley Snipes as Noxema Jackson very soon, just like John Leguizamo was done as Chichi Rodriguez very soon. Because when I tell you, do you know how many jokes can be made? Are y'all serious? Like, do you know how many jokes can be made? Baby, you could bring in fucking Kurt Russell into the, is it Kurt Russell? No, I think I have the name wrong. Hold on, Matt. Who was it? Who was Vita Bohem again? You could bring up Vita's name. You could pull RuPaul into the jokes. Oh my God. Like, especially when she's like, who won Snatch Game? And then she's like, it better not be a tie. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Patrick Swayze, thank you. Not Kurt Russell, Patrick Swayze. Like, we could have had a Patrick Swayze joke. We could have had Jesse's daughter. Come on, Dooku. I'm telling there are so many quotable moments. And it's not just Wesley Snipes from Tu Wong Fu. There are so many different movies. Blade, Dead Presidents. Like, we could go down the line. There are a couple of celebrities I am dying for people to do for Snatch Game. This is why I don't want them to get rid of Snatch Game, because there is room for people who actually know what they're doing to get on here and actually entertain the fuck out of us. She literally could have turned, Joel, she could have turned to Jules and said this whole moment. This whole thing to Jules. And then Jules, I am a woman. To talk about, I don't see it. Like, come on now. They're just like with Eddie Murphy. It's the same thing with Wesley Snipes and a couple other actors that we know that I think would really go in there. I'm dying for someone to do Steve Martin. And I know they say it's hard to do comedians, but not to me if you know their work. If you know their work, you'd be fine. You just got to know their work. You got to know their movies. You got to know their quotes and all that bullshit they were talking. What was it, Susie? Oh, doing a whole bunch of movie quotes. No, sweetie. We're asking for that, but you got to make it your own. You can do the quotes, make it your own. Robin Williams would be one of the, if someone could do Robin Williams, I would pass out. Mike Myers is a great one. Like, there's a lot of different people, especially as sketch comedians. Honey, you can pull the door, but you gotta realize, don't take it too seriously. Have fun. Yes, and simply don't think too hard about the joke, especially if a joke gets taken. You don't think too hard about it, because when you do, you saw what happened to Lana. She was overthinking. And it was like, oh fuck, that was my joke. But I'm like, Lana, where were the other ones? Because if that was the beginning and you were like, I'm gonna be saved just for saying that, then hiya chop. Ninetale Phoenix. Sorry, I already highlighted that, but thank you again, baby. It was Aaron I was trying to get to. Thank you, Aaron. Category is she didn't have she didn't have done no researches. Thank you, friend. Shout out to you in Vegas. I hope you had a good Valentine's Day. And thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. JMCL, thank you so much for the Tippy Boo on Cash App. Let me get back on camera, y'all. Flowers. Thank you, baby, for the flowers. Also, how do we tip Emrika and Liam? Oh, well, it looks like JMCL wants to send Emrika and Liam some love. So if Emrika and Liam want to post your Cash Apps or if you have Venmos or whatever, it looks like JMCL wants to show you all a little bit of love for being awesome moderators today. Oh, thank you, JMCL. But yeah, a special notation for y'all too, just to let you know for my moddies out there. Shout out to my moderators. And Jacqueline, thank you for the Tippy on Venmo. A heart back to you, baby. Kissy, kissy. All my love to you. Yeah, I was proud of Corey here. I was proud of Corey. I was proud of Corey. It's contagious. It's contagious. You're contagious. Oh, me, baby. Drive you up. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sexy lady. Drive me crazy. I could do an Isley Brother too while we being funny. You sat there and really ejected a thought of winning this week after you didn't get nothing back from the judges. Chop. And then you're now going through the room saying, well, she was good, but she basically just didn't do anything that was a risk and she was fine. And I'm like, I am Jules in the middle of me pulling my hair back. What did she just say? Wait, what just happened? Wait, what came out of her mouth? Wait, what's going on? It said, oh, Sam, you were the star. Now, wow, I can't believe I just said that. Sam, you were the star. Boo, boo, Maddie. Sam. Yes, you were the star today in terms of shade for me because I lived. That bitch was like, excuse me? Okay. Let me get the rest of my lower paint together. Let me get the rest of my lower paint together. A lot of people are now the microaggression part, because I know someone's probably like, Matt hasn't mentioned it yet. I'm doing it on purpose because you know how people attack me because they're always like, you bring up race. I have several times this video within the hour and 45 minutes, but it's not about that. But at the same time, if we're really thinking about it, like we just said, you didn't have that smoke for Sam. Just like I mentioned, and Acacia for that matter. Like, if we're really looking at the room, if we're really going over, if you're really going to do everybody stop being themselves kind of stuff, that's literally how it came out. That's literally what it felt like. And I know you apologize and all that kind of stuff, but I'm taking it for us on TV. I'm black man watching this as somebody who has had things like that said to me before about certain words being, or me saying this, that, and the other, or doing, and it's around spaces that are weird. And maybe the intentions weren't there. And I'm not trying to give a pass on that. It's simply for those who always go, y'all like to harbor on. We're not, but we're telling you what something is when it is. That shit was weird. No energy held for the other girls that were doing the same thing. The focus was on her, and it felt very odd that you would say that Anya and Eddie Murphy, like the way she was doing it when they act completely different. Anya does not act like Eddie Murphy, or at least in the sense of her characterization of Eddie Murphy. And that's why it felt odd. Like you almost made it seem like she was doing something minstrelly. And that's why we're like, what? So I know the intentions. I could feel it from Susie. That's not where she wanted to go. However, as someone who cringes when I see a Bojangles fried chicken, drive past one. And there's one in Houston now. So it's like, oh my God, they brought it out here from Alabama. We have Bojangles now. I always cringe at that because I know where that name goes. And then if you've seen shows like Lovecraft Country, or for me, as someone who took African American studies as a minor in college, which they're trying to take out of, I guess, schools now. Miss McMahon, fuck ass bitch. Oops, excuse me. Which I think is crazy because I didn't learn about African American history until I went to college. I didn't learn that in high school. I'm still confused as to that whole situation. Like, African American history is also American history. So what are we talking about? If we're going to be learning about American history, we have to learn about African American history because slavery existed. So what are we talking? Put in that. We're not talking about that today, but like, it's wild. But anywho, specific courses I learned in college. Regardless of all of that, there are things that just didn't feel right as a viewer when that took place. I am happy that there was at least something said on social media wise, and it wasn't something that was just sort of passed up. But I do know a lot of folks felt a ways about it. And if you don't understand how we feel, it's not because you're not intelligent. It's not because you yourself are racist. It's not because you are a bigot. I'm not sure. I don't want to claim these things, but it could personally just be that you don't get what we as Black people go through on a daily basis sometimes when it comes to situations and certain things and words and how people talk to you in a way that is just not okay. And there is, like she's writing here, cultural bias. It's something that is literally an experience that if you're not in the body of a person, you're not going to understand. I went to, and this is coming from someone who went to an all-white high school at one point and then went to a school that was multicultural. It was Black, brown, yellow, all of it, and changed everything for me because I was the Black Matthew for many years of going to school. Imagine that, because there was somebody with almost the same name as me, and they would have to say the Black Matthew. Even in my gay group when I was younger, and I was one of the only Black people in the group because I was starting to learn my community, I was Black Matthew. They didn't say anything. They didn't say white Matthew to the other one. No, it was just Black Matthew and Matt. Imagine that. It's not funny. It's not okay. That stuff's weird. When you were younger, you're just trying to fit in. And you're trying to figure things out. You don't know how things are okay. I remember because we had a very nice house growing up. And I went to school where we were like the only Black people there. There are some folks that know me now that are even maybe in this live chat today that know me from high school that will confirm this. Before I went to Westfield and I was at the Woodlands, there was like 20 of us, 20 out of like 800, 700 students. Imagine. And you're with these people who don't realize, or maybe they do, how racist and how bigoted they can be, by then saying something and then turning to you and be like, like, I said it. Are you going to do something? Like, I remember this one guy used to say it to me, the N-word, all the time, just to see if I'd get in a reaction, and then have people behind him to be like, if he does something, we're going to jump him. I'm not even fucking playing with you. Dead ass serious. Remember the Uber ride I had recently during the pandemic when that man thought I was white because I was so light-skinned, and he had a full conversation about why do we have Black History Month? And I'm sick of all these Black people, literally to me in a car going to Target. And he brought up a principal that did something and how they want to get him out of the school and he shouldn't be in our schools, and they were planning to do something. And now look at the current state of my country as we speak. Forgive me for getting on my high horse here, but like, you do not know the experience of a person if you've never lived the life. And there are also people that we call trash pandas who have been blessed and highly favored to not have gone through those things. And therefore they don't show the experience because they've been the good one. Ain't nothing worse than being called one of the good ones. Ain't nothing worse than that. Ain't nothing. What? Huh. So I hope Susie takes that moment of seeing this on TV and learns like, whoa, that was beyond. And maybe recognizes that while those weren't the intentions that they had in their heart, guess what? That's what came out. That's what we felt. And that's what a lot of us did. It wasn't just two people. Oh yeah. So I used to get the so well-spoken part all the time, and you don't talk like one. Oh yeah, all the time. Why are you that color if you're black? You're not black. I'm blacker than you. I used to have the white kids with tans come up to me and put their arms next to me. Look at me. I can say the N-word and you can't. Yep. I grew up in that shit. And so a lot of this new generation isn't dealing with it on that level as much as a lot of us who are, say, millennials, Gen X, and the rest of us may have done. Maybe some Gen Z has been getting it depending on what area it's in, but a lot of y'all have not gone through a lot of us. So when we start speaking on shit, it's not coming from a place of us trying to hold the past and being like we're still stuck here. It's because we can actually see things happening still that have not been addressed. And then when people try to erase that kind of stuff, it pisses us off because it is a part of the history. We don't learn from nothing. We learn from our history. We had to see what we did wrong to start doing right. That's how history works. You look at the past and go, ooh, we don't want to go back to that because we evolved and we progressed. Oh my God. It's so difficult to understand. Okay, sorry. Let me get off back to Drag Race here, but it's just that's what people are feeling online. That is my take on it personally. It made me uncomfortable because it's like, why is it hyper focused there? But I also can say maybe they wanted the edit to give this just specifically for Anya, and they didn't want to show that she was talking about other people, and that maybe that's kind of the idea of Anya has your back and she doesn't have your back. It's a lot to take in. My Libra is really showing right now, and I want y'all to respect that. And I know people don't like me sometimes because I am very much this. However, time has really humbled me and got me to realize that not everybody is out to get me. And I know that's the case, but I need y'all to start receiving when people are starting to tell their stories about stuff. Do you feel me? Like when you don't take it, how then can we respect you when it's your time? When it's now your time to need us to go empathize with me. Okay, bitch, where were you when I was over here and what my shit was real? Now your shit's real? Hello? So let's continue on. I saw y'all talking about it and I felt in my spirit, Maddie, you got to speak. Because I at first, I was like, how do I navigate around this? How do I do this so I don't alienate my white audience members who want to be a part of the conversation and in these moments may feel, am I being directly targeted right now? Is this, and you're saying all white people are racist? I don't think all white people are racist. That's not true. There are some people, though, that hold biases and have bigotry in their heart, and it's from things they've learned. And sometimes they don't know about it until it's checked. Then there are just flat out racist. Okay. That's how I think of people in terms of when you talk about white. I don't think everybody is. However, I just think there's different elements and lines, and we can go through every race if we have to, so people can feel good about them. So I think there's always something to somebody. There's never just one way of viewing things at this point. Oh, I'm getting old, bitch. There's not one way of viewing things now, and there's no way to do. You got to look at all perspectives and then evaluate in your own heart, mind, and the way you feel you were living this earth. If you believe in God and how you want to make it to heaven, what makes sense to you? And that's how I'm living. Okay. But if shit hurts people, I don't want to be a part of it. And that's how I'm living my life. I don't want to be a part. If it's hurting somebody, I don't want to be near it. Nope, not for me. So let's continue. But Susie having that, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Coco, yes. Yes, she is. With a capital R, honey. Yes, she is. Because that whole scene with Garcelle was wild, girl. But that's another show. I need to talk to Chris and Alex about that one because I was uncomfortable watching that scene. But Garcelle handled it beautifully because she's already dealt with Lisa Rinna and that one lady from that other season. She's already handled it quite often. She lives in Beverly Hills too, so that makes sense. The girls are not feeling Susie right now. The girls are just not feeling it. They're like, girl, what is she talking about? I was let down by Susie. She was talking some cat shit. Like, what is happening here? But it's Sam being so messy. And I love Sam, y'all. Sam, you are winning me over too. It's a nice slow burn. Just like Anya, you're winning me over. She rolled over there and it's so messy how she did it. I loved it. It was so funny. She's like, hey, girl. Hey. She's like, hey, girl. So, like, How are we feeling? How's everybody doing? She wouldn't say nothing, and she was really quiet back over there, so they never heard her talking about her, right? So this is all a surprise to the lot of, we're good, we're fine. So he's like, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about how I did. Oh, you did? You're feeling good? Oh, that's great. Because I didn't think you did well. I was concerned. I'm surprised, actually. The way I would have been beating my face and I would have had to let out a whole guffaw in that moment. Like, there's no way on God's green earth I could have sat there in silence when she had said that. I was surprised. I'd have been like legit would have screamed. And then Susie, Maddie, what happened? Nothing, girl. Let me get my eyebrow down. Let me get my glue. I'm just putting my glue in. Leave me alone, Suze. I've been like, leave me alone, Suze. Oh my God, that shit was funny. She's like, yeah, I was concerned for you. Because, like, I didn't hear a lot of jokes. Nobody was laughing. Oh, it was so good. And it's Susie just being like, wow, okay, bring it. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of like Sam. I'm sorry, Susie. It's kind of, yeah, friend. It wasn't really snatching the way you thought it was. And then it's Sam also being super shady and going, the girls are talking about it, but no one's saying it to your face. So then Corey being like, what's going on? Huh? What's happening? Oh, we're just talking. What you talking about? Oh, we just talk about her Snatch Game. What you think of Susie's Snatch Game? Oh, it was bad. I scream. Oh my God. That was so see, these are the moments I'm really enjoying because it used to be so boring during these moments in other seasons, except for Mistress season and a few other ones where I can mention. I hate when they just be sitting here. My dad died, or I have gout. I don't know if I can make it down this runway. Too much mincemeat. Like I don't want to hear it sometimes, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. There have been way more shady moments during these in betweens than any season so far at My Pit Bitch. They have been cutting up. They have been cutting up. Stupid, silly, funny fights, and even ones that are like full blowouts, if you will. I'm here for it. Sorry, I watched a recent episode of King of the Hill, so that's why the gout is on my mind. It was when Bobby was going to that deli, and like, how did he pull Connie? I still don't find that to make any sense. How did Bobby Hill, looking like that, pull Connie? And there ain't no shame because I like all body types, but Bobby actually looks like possibly a third place pig in a whole rodeo contest. Not even second or first, third, bitch. I just don't understand that show sometimes. Also, there is no way I wouldn't have left Dale Gribble to be with John. Bitch, I would have been left Dale Gribble to be with John Redcorn. The fuck is she doing? I'm sorry. You and your child could be with the father. I don't understand why she's with Dale Gribble. It makes not a lick of sense. I promise you, the neighborhood would live for Nancy. Nancy a fuck ass bitch. Like, real talk. I'm gonna stick with Dale Gribble. Have you seen that man? Yo, have you seen John Redcorn? Bitch, in me now, inside of me. Get in there. Get in there. Nancy. All I gotta say is Nancy, in me. Good provider and exterminator. That motherfucker got the insurance rate up. What you talk about, Bob? That insurance is high because of that man. What you mean? No, when Dale Gribble don't believe in health insurance. What you mean? Them kids is thick. Look at what Joseph looked like. Oh goodness. I'm so sorry. Let's get to it. RuPaul in this yellow fringe number. I'm all right. I'm all right with it. It's okay. It's all right. Rusty Shackle. I love when y'all know cartoons like me. It really makes me happy. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I like the fringe when it's standing still. This wig looks like it's about to make a decision with the House of Representatives not in favor of progressive agendas. And yeah, Michelle looks like she's about to go to a Cat's Eye concert. Touch, 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 touch. I can see you much, 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 much. I don't need him. Ha, ha, ha. Touch, touch. Come on. Where are my Cat's Eye fans? La, 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 la. Sorry. I'm in. I'm sorry. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole. I'm gone. I am such a Cat's Eye fan. They're everything. I like all of them. I hate when people are mean to Manon, though. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. It pisses me off, actually. Some of it I find to be very suspect. She missed the practice and all that. Shut up. Like, she's in the group. Why are you hyper focusing on that? Be quiet. Like, stop it. Oh, we stand Manon in this household here. We stand her. But I like all the girls. I'm going to be just real with you. I think all of them like give to me. They all give. I live. I do. I love the choreo. I'm like, oh my God, everything. I'm sorry. I just love it. Sorry. Okay. Michelle Visage. But Touch, when I say I watched that video so much, I had to get that choreography down, baby. Once I saw that look, I'm like, oh, I want this. I want this in my life. I want a Cat's Eye lip sync high key. Oh, let it be when I'm on, please. I did the whole choreo. Boom. All right. No, Michelle looks like, she's going to a Cat's Eye concert. Good for her. Ross looks like he's about to make a very public decision that's going to hurt his career. And Quinta Brunson is one of my Quinta Brunson, one of my favorite people in the entire universe. I've already gushed over her enough. If you don't know who she is, you do not have a television. And Abbott Elementary is one of the greatest shows of all time. Thank you, Quinta, for making Abbott. Honestly, as an Office fan and Parks and Recreation, you have been keeping me fed in my mockumentary fantasies. Thank you very, 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 very much. Not one bad episode. I haven't seen it. I'm laughing throughout them all. I love the writing and where it's going. I'm glad you didn't dangle the Gregory and Janine thing for too long. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna be real with you, Quinta. If you're watching this, if in some universe Quinta Brunson finds this very long-winded ass video and she gets this clip, that would be amazing. You need to make the Ava and Oshan thing happen now. That has given Ava so much depth and it's made her more humanistic. And I love Ava. She's one of my favorite characters, but that ocean crushing bit and like all the things that are challenging her in her ways. Make it happen. Make him a regular. He really grounds her very well, and it makes her even more likable. Please get that going because it's so good, and I'm tired of them teasing it. But also the Mrs. Shementi, Melissa, and Ava's duo, do that more often too. But yes, Cheryl Lee Ralph can do no wrong. But yes, it's a great show. Oh, also, I need to speak on Jacob real quick. They did a very good job with Jacob's character this season, especially him wanting to do something for his students. And Jacob is openly gay on the show. There is something about the way his students treat him, even though his sexuality is not like a punchline in the show. That's another reason why I like Quinta's writing, because he's like the gay guy, but he's not the gay guy. He's not like the punchline to where everything's like, yeah. They give him actual. There's so much about Jacob that's so interesting. But this season in particular, I got emotional with one episode when he was trying to help that boy find an extracurricular activity, and he went through leaps and bounds to find it. It was just in his face whenever his student was like, "Thank you for helping me," and he was just so happy. Oh, like I like sobbed at that part because it felt like that's what teachers feel like when you're doing your job or you're trying to do your best and you want to help students out. Because I believe if y'all know and you're in school now and you have cool teachers or you had ones, y'all know the ones that you remember. Those people really impacted your life. It's the truth. So shout out to them because my mom was my substitute teacher, Quinta Brunson. I love that she's like, my mom was my teacher. And I'm like, yeah, my mom was my substitute teacher in elementary school, junior high, middle school, high school. I literally saw my mom in every grade. Because for one day when I'm thinking it's going to be a different substitute teacher, there goes Deborah. And I could never act up anymore in class. I hated it. I hated it. I love my mom, but my God, she used to drag me. She used to drag me in front of the students. My goodness. Okay, here we go. Category is nailed it. We're gonna go through these pretty quickly. We've been talking for quite a while here. Acacia forgot. This is my favorite look you've done this season. Troop Beverly Hills for sure, but more Swiss Army knife in the nails, and that was clever. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Bravo Barker. My mom was my first grade teacher. Oh, that's so cute. Having your mom as the teacher is great though. Cause like when class was over, I'd talk to her about everything. And then she would point out stuff that like, does that person make fun of you? They pick on you? And I'm like, yeah. My mama had to talk to a couple of students because I used to get picked on back in the day, because I was a little effeminate, even though I was like, no, I'm not gay. So my mama used to have to talk to students for me all the time. And I was there for one of them. Ooh, it was nasty. But my mom was nice, nasty. She was never like, she was very, you want to have a conversation about that? Okay. But no, I liked it. I thought this was a cool look. To me, this was her best look this season. This is the one I was like, okay, I like this is very interesting. It's very cool. It didn't give me another 80s look. Yeah, I see that, Nicole. But to me, it wasn't too on the nose, though. It wasn't too much there. And I think the blush wasn't overshadowing the look for the first time ever. But yes, I liked it. Susie, this is why you may not have been in the bottom this week. This is why you weren't in the bottom this week. This is sickening. I was like, oh my God. Iron Maiden down. Oh, this was everything. Presentation. Oh, it was everything. Oh, it's your best look this season for me. This is the look I would argue with girls for when it comes to Susie. If they were like, make one runway the one you would argue over, this one here. This one. This is the one I put up. We haven't seen the rest of it yet. But this one right now, oh yeah, that's the one. I was like, Acacia and her came out. I was like, okay. Both of them. I was like, okay, best looks of the season so far. Interesting. I liked it. Excuse me. I thought it was interesting. Nails were very cool, spiky. Presentation was perfection. I actually enjoyed the makeup. I was here for it. Yeah. And then I was like, wow. Very cool. I know they weren't feeling for this on the pit stop. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I thought this was one of the best shares I've seen. Nails were everything. Sorry. I thought the nails were hot. Loved the hair. Loved that bone. Loved it down. I've seen some shares on the show. I enjoyed this version of Cher. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Yeah. It did something for me. I don't like, not to say it's for those who are not finding it impactful, that's fine. Like, I get it, but like beyond, I get it. I think I was enamored. I was like, God, she's so fucking pretty. Oh, look at those nails. I think that's just where I was with this outfit. I was like, oh, the nails were severe. The hair is right. She's giving me see you next Tuesday. For me, that's where I was with it. I was like, oh, just puss, honey. Trinity, the tuck. Excuse me. I apologize. That is not Trinity the tuck. I apologize. I just remember this outfit. I remember. I was like, where have I seen this before? I thought it was cool. That's the point. I'm going to give it a 2 if I'm going to do the numbers. So 1 is everything for those who want to vote. 2, if it's doing what it needs to do. Akira, thank you. That's the one who really, that reminded me of, who did like a full body version of that. And they chopped her for it, if I remember. Didn't they come for Akira for that look? I'm trying to remember. And they shouldn't have, because Akira always came, but you know. I still can't get over that flower look. Oh my God, Akira, that was a great day. It was a great day. It was a good day. A good day. They loved it, or I can't remember that day. She won that day. I get her season with All Stars confused sometimes because you remember when Mama went to All Stars, it was like, girl, like I was like, Jesus, what happened? Y'all was feeling that. What is going on? She was fine on All Star. They played her during All Stars. I'm not gonna lie. They did not care for her on All Stars like I thought she should have been cared for. I don't know. It was an interesting competition, but yeah, her season was a bit different though. She was praised way more on her season. In my personal opinion, I do want to see Akira back on my TV. To be very fair, I think that's somebody. You know, when we talk about the three timers, that's one of the girls who needs the 3-timer. That's one of the ones, the triples that we need back is Akira. I would definitely like to see her back on my TV screen again. But to Samstar, this is cool. It's cool. I like the idea of it. It's very on the nose. We know where this is going. We get it. Filler. No, we got it. It's cool. I like the wig. That was my high point for me. I thought the wig was styled pretty cool. Like that. Lana Jarrett. The girls went and ran for that Violet picture so fast. My God, y'all won't let this girl have not 1 second, not one bit of peace. Y'all pulled that Violet picture out so quick. Y'all pulled that motherfucking picture out quick. Because for those of you who saw it online, Violet wore something with like a pink glove like this outfit. I forget the designer that's specifically after whatever. I'm not focused on that. I'm gonna be real. I like this a lot. I like the hand that's holding the waist sort of bit. I did like that element of the outfit. This is where I was a little disappointed. It's the nails. I thought the nails were nice nails. They're good nails. Whoever did the nails did a good job on them too. But the outfit was doing more work than the nails was, and it's nailed it. And so while there is nails on the gloves, it was grabbing her and doing this and the other. I wish the nails were a bit more fantastical in a sense. Like the way they're adorned now is great. Let's add something else on top of it to make it even more and make it go real hair show. Like love that RuPaul's at the Bottom Brothers hair show, bitch. I was like, yes, when it came to Anya, because I'm like, that's the reference. It's an Atlanta hair show. Down. And so Lana's is pretty. This is a very gorgeous look to me. I think her makeup is stunning as usual. I love the headpiece that's on with the glove hand. I love that. The nails to me look like the feminized, better version of what Corey is going to show us in a second, where Corey's nails look like she's one of the Gross sisters and she about to beat up La Cienega and she wanted to buy her nails off real quick, but her teeth are so shark bait that's why she ended up, okay, let me go ahead and get to Corey. Lana, you look good, girl. It's cute. I liked it. I just wanted something a bit pow to go with it. But as far as beauty is concerned, no, you've hit the mark. It's definitely there. Burn in hell. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for tuning in. That white woman scared me too. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I understand that Marjorie Taylor Greene may not be everyone's favorite brick to see hit a wall, but like, Woo. Ooh, a black woman in the Mormon church. Amen. Matthew. Not even Maddie. Matthew. Pull it in, son. I hear my mother. Pull it in. Bring it in, Matt. Woo. So when you went to the surgeon, you asked for the Stacey Dash. All right. That's another one. Thank you. All right. This is the man's world. Ooh. Oh, man. Girl, who did you beat up recently, Corey? My God. You couldn't get the nails off fast enough to fight the bitch? This is a bad girls club nail. Like, look at your nails are dirty on top of that, bitch. That's wild. whole press on. I cannot. It looked like you were in the middle of chewing them bitches off, Miss Thing. There is no way. It looked like you were trying to like shape them into keys because you was about to break into someone's house, bitch. What is happening here? Oh my God. I cannot save you. I cannot. I won't. I'm not going to save you. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Oh my goodness. I can't. No, absolutely not. Chop all the way around. I want a sensible nail. What sense do these nails make? Help. Quickly. What sense do these nails make? Quickly. You talking about they're not booty scratchers. Bitch, they giving back. They giving back. Weed whackers. Y'all talking about Bree from Bad Girls Club when she was like, okay, I'm about to fight. I'm a stripper. Click, 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 just biting off her nails like an idiot. I'm like, you better learn how to hit with them things, baby, because that you paid all that money just to bite them off? Stupid. Nah, and I've paid for a full set of nails before. You got me fucked up. Ladies, do not know how you'll do. Like, it's already enough that I'm having to cut my hair. I really want to go get a manicure and a pedicure tomorrow. I really do. Not even tomorrow, maybe Monday morning, like when no one's at the mall. I really, really want to go. I have not gotten a manicure and a pedicure in such a time. This episode made me think about it. Hell, if y'all throw me a tippy poo in my jar on PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, I'm gonna tell you this. Actually, that's probably where I'm gonna take it because I need a manicure and a pedicure bad. And the place I went to before was terrible, but this one I found in the mall was good. And so I just need to go there. Shit, this matter of fact, bitch, that's what I'm gonna do Monday. I'm gonna go get a manicure and pedicure on behalf of this episode. That's what I'm gonna do. I do need it. I need my feet. I need a little pamper. I just don't want them to massage my leg. I hate that. It's the only thing I hate that at the place. Don't rub me down. That's for bae if I ever get one. I don't know if you rubbing me down, reading my legs, sister. Don't do it. Okay, let's talk about Crystal Envy. Is Shakira going to use this on her tour too? Oh, Matthew, no, don't bring him out. Don't bring him out. That's for the girls that are paying attention to that set, honey, because it's giving renaissance. Purple Eater, thank you for the super chat. The outfit and nail choice was egregious, but I screamed when they showed the nails zoomed in and I could see the nail press on bottom for this look alone. You talk about Corey's. Yes, Purple Eater. Hey, friend. Yeah, I was like, you're kidding. Like, it looked like you just chewed them and then put them back on. Like, you spit on them, bitches. Very that. You know, I see the try. I see it's kind of cool. I want to give effort for character. It's not my favorite thing ever. I thought it was really cool to look at, though. I thought it was very interesting to see. Does that make sense? So I'm not hating it. I'm just like, I would have changed that. Would have done this differently. But you did nails on your feet. You did nails on your hands. You had a whole character. You also sold the look. So, and it's still better than Corey's look. Jules Sparkles. Love the story behind this, and I'm here for that, representing especially your journey with your spine. It was a little hard to translate. I'm going to be real with you, because it's like, oh, the metal corset is the metal in the spine, and then the hands of the demons that are trying to get it out. It didn't read as nails to me. It didn't read as nails to me. It read as fingers that are robotic versus nails. But it still was nice, and I liked what it looked like at the end of the day. Like, I was like, okay, she's pretty, and this is beautiful, and she's kind of chewing a little bit. I thought she was pretty. So it's 2 for me, but I was like, you low-key wore the corset last week, and we talked about girls doing something different, and why is no one clocking that? This time you had a boot. Last week you had just a regular pump. It's still nice, though, and I liked it. Lydia B. Collins. I'm always here for some weird shit, and I'm on the fence about this one in multiple ways. I am. There's too many stories being told, but I like it, and that's where I'm at. There's too many stories. You have these really fucked up, weird long nails that the lady is proud of growing, but then there's also these kids at this orphanage. Apparently, they put acrylics on, then they died, then they like woke up alive, and now they're trying to take your soul back into the hell. It's like Drag Me to Hell all over. Like, but Dita Von Tease it a little bit. It was a lot, but I liked it. Does that make sense? There you go. Like I liked it because it was a lot. It gave me a little anime tease. I'm not going to do what Sam Star did when they heard anime and be a robot, but I thought it was interesting. But I was more focused on the headpiece. That was the star for me versus the nails in general. I was more focused on the dress itself and the headpiece. If it was just the headpiece and the dress, a severe one. Severe one. The nails adding to it is where I got my 2 because I'm like, there's so much going on. I like this from Lydia. I did. That headpiece is everything. I'm sorry. I kind of want it. Kind of want it. Ariette's was very cool. I have one issue with their look because Ariette's was very cool head to toe, and I liked the story that it was telling, and I love the nails bit that went with it. It's what was happening here was wild for me, and I was a little taken out of the effect of it being a onesie because it wasn't one. It was a hat, and then it was just the bodysuit that went for the rest of it. Right, the neck was my issue. Everything else was 10s across the board for me, but like I just did not like how I could see that separation, and I almost wish she had like a diamond collar on, like a full like even rhinestoned out collar, almost to give like it's an alien, but there's sort of like just I don't know, something like that, just to cover that part here. Other than that, I thought it was fabulous. Yeah, that's the only reason I thought that it was just that one thing. I was like, oh, we could fix that, but everything else I was like, oh, fabulous, beautifully done, very well done. Collar would have been cute, right? Anya, thank you for giving me Houston 2005, sweetheart. This is literally my graduating class. We had spray painted shirts, bitch, baggy XXL t-shirts you can get at the what was it, the dollar store or at the gas station, baby. Okay. Spray paint your name on it, class of 05 or something like that, sweetheart. I'm so sorry, but to me, this gave me time frame and it gave me setting, place, and scenario. And I knew this girl. I know this bitch. I know what show she's at. It's so many different things to me. And I wasn't surprised that Monet and Lux didn't get it. But like, talk about it's too much. I'm like, honey, the nail polish on the suspenders, you're joking. That's everything. She's literally going to work, but low-key like, wait a minute, I got to redo a nail looking fucked up. Oh, which blue is that? Oh, not this blue. This blue. Like she could have literally pulled out the polish and did that. It would have been nasty. It would have been nasty if she had did that. That would have been nasty. This is every Barnum Brothers down. It is down that. And if anyone's seen that documentary, it's kind of everything. There's a couple of docs that they've done about it in movies in reference to hair shows and stuff like that. Even Monique had a movie where she was like basically doing hair shows and shit like that and all that kind of stuff. Oh, here come my neighbor being loud. Fuck. Come on, Key Lolo. All right, Jarrell, you were Martin. That's not how you say my name is Key Lolo. Okay, get it right. Because remember, Tommy was in the car with Shanae and Key Lolo, and then what was it Sinclair? What's my baby girl's name? I'm trying to think of the actress name who plays Sinclair on Living Single. Come on, Matthew. Kim Coles. There we go. Kim Coles is in the car with Martin and Shanae. I can't think of Kim Coles' character name. And then the girl who plays Key Lolo. Oh my God. Belchan, I wasn't surprised they didn't click it. I wasn't surprised, Donna. I wasn't shocked. Not after that podcast where they was talking about people. I wasn't surprised. Oh, it was Yo-Yo. Okay, thank you, Jerome. It was Yo-Yo. Thank you. That's one of my favorite episodes when they get the rental car. Excuse me. I know you ain't talking to me. Is that your wife or is that a dog walking backwards? Oh, whoa. Oh, Yo-Yo. Oh, that's right. Yo-Yo. There you go. Okay, thank you. Catch me up. It's been a while since I watched Martin. I hated the last season. Hated it. What was my favorite Ooh, I need to do an episode. We have to do a video about 90s Black sitcoms one day. I have to do a live. We have to do a ranking. Can we do that? Should I start doing that? Would y'all be interested if I did videos like that weekly where we do rankings of certain shows? Like, for example, if I put a poll up at the beginning of the week and I gave you like the idea to vote for specific things, and then we would then take it to like an actual live where we do the tier maker boards and we do like all that together. Would y'all be interested in that? Okay, yeah, let me know. I've been thinking about doing that lately because I like, so you know me, I'm the nostalgia kind of guy and the reference king here. So like for me, I'm like, why don't we actually start doing tier and ranking systems live where y'all vote, and then these polls will make even more sense. And then that way, with the polls being done, it's like that's the group participation. I'll do my separate poll, like me just enjoy. We'll talk. We'll talk. Oh, we're definitely doing a Bad Girls Club one. We're definitely doing a Bad Girls Club one, but we have to do Bad Girls Club by like seasons 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through et cetera, et cetera. You just can't put them all on there. You gotta do by sections here because times change now. No, we'll talk. I'm inspired for more content, so let's definitely someone remind me of this and make sure if someone steals this idea that we call them out on it, because you know that happens often. But On Your Nerve gave, and I love being on her nerve. I'm going to let that make sense. Mhm. Some people are thankful to be safe, yet they are talking a lot of cash shit in the back about being safe. That's just Suzanne, but let's get into it. The tops of this week were Lexi Love, Sam Starr, and Jules Sparkles and On Your Nerve, but more so just Jules Sparkles, On Your Nerve, and Sam Starr, with Lana Jarre, Arietti, Crystal Envy being in the bottom. So now that I'm looking at this, there are 7 people on stage and we only needed 6. So y'all just wanted to talk to Lexi. Okay. Bet. Yep. They just want to talk to her. That's it. I think that may have been like Quinta's specific request. Like, who is that? Can we talk to her? Like, who is that? I want to talk to her. This moment was funny though. I did like the fact that Lexi was kind of gagged, like, what? Quinta, you are one of the best guest judges we've had on the show. You gave so many examples to the girls who didn't know what they were doing. You gave them actual feedback. You were like, if you didn't do it this way, this is how you could have done it. If that didn't work, well, this person did it this way and they do that. But you want to know why it works? Because I'm like, oh my God, you're not just saying like face value shit. It's not just surface level stuff. You're actually giving them in-depth critiques. Bring her back. That's why I like Law, because Law is funny, but Law will know the reference for the fashion. He will clock it and then speak on it and then give the take. Like, I know what you were trying to do, but this is where you could have gone because this is what your body needs to have for it. Just like with Quinta in comedy, she knows what she's talking about. Fucking right. And she's a part of this current generation right now that's leading the pack on television. That moment, Anya, I wanted to be in your body right there when she said, I could see you hosting SNL and I wanted to get to know who you are. But it was that seeing hosting SNL part. Anya, I wanted to be, when I tell you, I was hoping something would happen where our bodies would just switch places real quick. I kid you not. I will hold that jealous card, bitch. That is something I would pay to hear. Do you hear me? What? I would lose my grip. I would have sobbed on that stage. Like, do you hear that? Like, what? Oh. I couldn't. But Quinta, when you talk about, I would abort that baby. I hate that baby. I fucking hate that baby. This was so funny to me when she was talking about Arietti. Like, please. And it was so calm because, you know, Quinta don't have to like do too much to like get her jokes across. She really knows how to like throw it out there. But it was that, I know this is going to be controversial, but I would abort that baby. I would get rid of that baby. I hate that baby. And Rue was hollering. Like, Ross can't take it no more. We finally got Michelle's face to move. It was a good day. It was a good day on that panel. But Anya Nerve wins this week's challenge. Congratulations to Anya. You deserve it, love. Second win. So Suzanne Toot, you are no longer leading the pack. Right next to you is Anya Nerve, baby. And I'm kind of here for it. Go ahead, Anya. Ariette, I'm not going to lie. When they said you were safe, sister, I was gagged. Shout out to Ebony on my Cash App. Thank you for the tippy poo, baby. Oh, thank you so much towards your Manny and Petty boo, Libra gang. Gang, gang, gang. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much towards the Manny and Petty. She needs it. I'm looking at my feet right now. If anybody's going to be sucking on these toes, I'm going to need to get a Petty. Or hold my hand. That's what I should have said. Thank you, boo. I see you mean. I was gagged. I'm Sam Star. I was gagged. I was like, what? I'm thinking of track record. And yes, Ariette won last week. And they loved her outfit this week. But I was like, I really do be thinking about track record. I be thinking about track record. Thinking about it. Like it's Crystal's first time in the bottom. Why are we putting her immediately into a lip sync? I'm sorry. I can't find a way of doing that in my head. Ariette would have had to have been there because yes, you won last week, but you're supposed to continue the momentum and you immediately faltered. Chop. And you were given a character that had no point of view that you could have just created. And literally the other person on the other side of the equation who's in the top two, Jules, did what you couldn't do. Honey, I'm sorry. And I love Ariette down. That's my Libra sister. But it should have been Lana versus Ariette for storyline purposes too, because they saved each other during the Rate the Queens. That storyline. You were saving each other in the beginning, and now you're going to have to battle it out. Hello. For the Rick and Morty people, you know the episode. Hello. I'm happy Ariette stayed because I do want to see more looks from her. I do. When it comes to these acting improv challenges, it's not her forte. Kia, it's not. So Lana, I already knew that you were about to buck and have to do something today. When Selena Gomez came on, I sighed. Not because I saw Amelia Perez. I laughed and then turned off my TV and then said, why was I made? And then looked up more things on it and was really embarrassed for the damn movie. But this is not the Sex Operation Change song. No. This is not that song. This is Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. If you saw Amelia Perez, then you saw her dancing on that. Yeah, that part when Selena Gomez started singing was weird too. Anywho, that movie was bad. Bad movie. Horrible, bad movie. I don't give a damn. Y'all can talk about representation. Did not matter. That movie was bad. Represented a whole lot of bad movie. I can't keep my hands to myself. Okay, you're gonna hear me, and please don't be mad. This is not about you, and it's not about them. Maybe in the moment, things happen. Okay, I can't wait to see them perform live. They were both dead in the face. One looks better than the other, and it was Lana. But they both were dead in the face. I feel they both don't even like the song. Like, I'm going to be real with you. Because it's like, okay, Lana fit more to the occasion. Because when Mama did her Gymboree role, I was like, okay, this is early. Like, that's kind of early, Crystal. That's a little early. Every time Crystal got in Lana's way, Lana let it be known. And that bothered me. And yeah, Crystal was doing the most at one point in time. But I also was like, I know she's trying to lip sync. And this is one of those moments where you're just trying to fight for your life. I get it. But all the Gymboree roles we saw, I was like, there's not enough mats on the floor, baby. What's happening? Lana, you had your stunt blocked. Are you good? Like, I was really over here just so confused by the way things were handling. Mama did a whole cartwheel while you wanted to go into a spin split, and it was blocked. That's not the first time that's happened. Why? Like, I need her to and I like Lana a lot, so this is why I'm defending it a bit, but I'm also going, they both did not do well for me in my personal opinion. Lana just fit more of what I was needing Crystal to do. I needed Crystal to chill out a little bit and just be a little hot toddy. She wasn't doing all that. She wanted to be a little spicy. It was like, I need to sit down and let it chill real quick. That girl just sat in front of you. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is the second lip sync that's happened. What is going on? This part right here. I was like, why did you respond this way? When she bumped into you by accident, that was the moment to play with it. Like, you need to keep your hands to yourself. Like, I think she was irritated from being in the bottom and it was already a lot. And then Crystal rocking up, girl, what the fuck you doing? We're supposed to be lip syncing here and this and that and the other. It just was a lot today. Lana's not the lip sync assassin. She's not. But like, this part was funny. I was like, girl, what is going on? Oh, we really fighting. You went all the way over there. I'm not calling it a dip. I'm not calling it a dip. I'm calling it an emergency landing. That lady put that leg all the way up there. And I know Lana is a tall entity of person. I could see the tree falling in the woods. I heard a tree falling in the woods if I'm not there. I heard it. I heard it. It can be on beat. Didn't say it wasn't. You know what else was on beat? That wig did not want to keep any bit of like, I can't keep my hands to wig off. Like, I mean, when I say that sucker was like, nope, I've had it. I am not a helmet. You can get your own concussions. That's what happened, Lana. Your wig is definitely a mother, because that baby said, no more play for you. Take him out the game, coach. White flag, white towel, and take that baby out. You get your own concussions. You have insurance. You got a cat, you must got it. You got insurance. Go ahead. You go to the hospital. Bitch, I saw that wig crawl away. Never seen a wig move away so fast from someone in my life. That helmet, who's playing football? What? I am happy that you did at least put it back on and it wasn't like in a complete, like there is grace in how she put it back on, and it was dead ass while she was still lip syncing, just putting it back on her head. I said, okay. Men. What about men? We're talking about drag. Hold on, what you talking about here, Eric? No. See, I'm not talking about someone de-dragging on stage. That's not what we're going to do here today. I'm not talking about someone that wants people to know their gender. Like, we're not, no, we're not doing this today. I'm a boy, damn it. Like, that was what that was. Do you understand me? It was Cat Williams in a bathroom with a Terry Crews over him. You understand me? I'm a boy, David. Like, that was very that. Okay? It's a young man's journey. It was Basketball Diaries with Leonardo DiCaprio with less coke and less Bobby. Let me be quiet. All right, we're moving on. So... Lana. She won. She did. She beat her. I just didn't. I assumed based off a track record they were going to keep Crystal. That's why I was gagged. I thought Lana did beat her much by certain things. There were flops that were happening during the lip sync itself, and it's like, oh. I wasn't sold by Crystal's performance, though. I was sold a little bit more by Lana's. They both weren't giving me what I needed here, and so it made it one of those I have to choose between the two. If not, send them both home. But when she said Lana's name, I was gagged because she didn't beat her. But track record is all I kept thinking was, but track record, but track record, but track record, but track record. And so good for Lana. Hate that she's going to get more hate. It's weird. Forgive me for how I'm about to say this because I'm not going to spill tea, but for the people who did already spoil it about the whole All-Stars thing, you're telling me that wasn't the one? You're telling me after this episode alone from top two, what was it? Top two, safe high. What? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Put her on an All-Stars right now. I'm telling you now. Put her on an All-Stars right now. Get her in the door again. Crystal's polished. It did hurt her, but not the way I felt it should have done this week. I'm going to be real with you. I think she deserved at least another go. I'm a bit mad. And I know the lever's gone, and maybe they were hoping the lever probably would have still been her. I don't know. But like, for real. No, bring her back in. Bring her back in. Mama had the amazing looks that we saw. There was definitely some sort of storyline going on further with this. She wasn't afraid to cut up. I wasn't the number one fan, but in my opinion, I'm like, I was expecting to see a couple more looks from this girl. I was expecting to see a few more episodes of her doing something, to be very honest with you. So I'm shook. I'm shook. Goodbye, Crystal. No more light. Baby, it's Lexi. Training wheels are off, bitches. I was like, oh. You see Corey King in the back. It's like, what? I'm not, no shade, Corey. You know I like you, Fred, but I'm sorry. You staying over Crystal Envy has me gagged. And you weren't even up there on the stage, baby. Like, you were safe. I wanted to pull you into the conversation to go, but wait, before you do that. Rue, I have a ticket. It's another gimmick. Bring someone who is safe out to the front of the stage. Because there's just no way. There's just no way. Out of all the packages that were brought, oh, please. Just packages alone. Corey is definitely, personality is keeping you in there. And they're definitely, it's working to your favor, especially because like you're helping with the narration of the show, and there's nothing wrong with that because you do need somebody that's going to be a little bit shady, a little bit funny, can get you through the flow of things. It's there. If anybody who I'm still, Casey, oh my God, you're still here? No shade. Like, not to say they should have gone home first. It's just the fact that sometimes they do not show her or she's just sitting there and then they'll show her nodding her head and then go to somebody else. It's like, okay, more people are actually giving to the camera. And normally I see Acacia giving a lot more in the confessional versus directly to somebody else. Like it's definitely giving confessional thug versus like in your face. But yeah, Susie was on her toots and she was talking about, oh, I can't believe, well, I could see Jules winning because it was an original character versus Anya because she really didn't go that far and she didn't push herself. It's like, what? Lydia being, sure, keep talking. Go ahead, keep talking, girl. Corey gaslighting. And Corey like, yeah, bitch, say something. We find out what Corey's preferences are. Quinta Brunson was one of my favorite people to go back there for Untucked too. She also gave critiques for people who didn't receive those critiques. And I was like, yeah, that's what's up. I'm here for it. And Anya's reaction to seeing her was just so funny. It's definitely giving me, that's what you know, bitch. It was like, I gotta give you a hug. I'm so sorry. But Quinta was amazing. Her Cheryl Lee Ralph was so good. And yeah, I just, she's just the bee's knees. I love it. Love her, love her, love it. All right, y'all. I talked for quite some time there. Did anyone notice my background where we're at today? We're not at Bob and Linda's burger restaurant today. Did you know? Not did you. Do you know where I'm at? Please tell me somebody gets this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yes, Xavier Jackson got there first. No, not Family Guy, but Xavier Jackson got there first. We're at the Smith's house. Langley Falls. That's right, baby. Yeah. Sorry, I love it. Yes, this is the American Dad house that we're at right now. This is the American Dad house. Where all the scenes are set up for the most part. This is where they had the, why'd you kill our baby, Amanda? Tell him why you killed our baby, Amanda. That's right. Jordan, no. That's right. With Roger and that was the first time for me that they let Roger go into a character on that show. And it went off the rails to where it's like, oh, please do this more often. And then ever since then on American Dad, we had him do characters. I think it was around season 3, early season 3, something like that. Economics. Yeah. What was it again, dear? Economics. Yeah. I love that y'all know that. Oh, I fucking love that show. But to Drag Race here, Ricky Spanish. It's not my favorite Snatch Game. There were moments of Snatch Game that were hysterical and I thought were really funny. Anya, in my opinion, carried it, and Jules did a very good job. There were people who somewhat did well by accident and others that just were there, and some that were just really, really bad. The show, the season itself is what's holding me together. This may not be my favorite Snatch Game ever, or even my favorite episode of this season, but it feels cohesive. But it also feels at the same time with the way it ended, like, what's happening? Making me think whatever happens next, I have no clue for. And again, this is why if you have spoiled the show or you've come here to spoil it, I've blocked you because it's not fun. And you're trying to take the joy away from people. And maybe someone should take your joy away. They probably already did. And that's why you're doing this to others. But a lot of us don't know what's going on. And it makes that much more fun as a viewer to watch the show, to respect the process of them putting this together and really doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm here for this season so far. Not my favorite episode. Good stuff happening here. Very good highlights. I think RuPaul picking up Corey's shoe and talking about it is still the funniest thing of the entire episode. And I will finally close out a poll this time. I always miss doing that. Why? But the poll responses today, the chat's running kind of fast. Here we go. Your thoughts after this week's episode. 30% of you said RuPaul's pulling Corey's shoe out was hilarious. 27% of you said highs and lows. 24% of you said, what the hell was that? And 16% of you said loved it from beginning to end. That was 508 votes. Thank you so much for voting and getting in those polls, everybody. And thank you for those of you who participated in this chat today as well. Serially. Thank you so much for participating in the chat today. It means that you're ready to hear more and you want to see more. And it makes me want to get up in the morning and continue doing this over and over and over and over and over again. So yes, tomorrow is the panel. So you'll be getting myself, Jamar84, Julie _ noted, and Gabby with an I. See Diggy 1 and Blake Keisha may stop by if they have time. But if not, you will still get the main cast in general, as well as everybody that's part of the panel. And we'll be discussing traders for the first 15-20 minutes. And the rest of the episode for the hour and 40 will go towards Drag Race and any hot topics that we may pull out and put in between. To address that very quickly, I have decided to leave my attitude back in 2024 in any mention or motion of said tone. And so if I feel things or feel I'm being disrespected in any way, I will just simply become quiet and allow said individual to either reach out to me or simply wait for the room to go quiet and then go, now that I'm back in control again, let's try to get things put together. So last week, somebody wasn't participating and they really weren't. No matter how you can put it down, no matter how it can be worded. And we did talk after the episode. I was like, you got to do a little bit. Come on now. Because it's like, you're waiting for a moment to do what? Like, give something for everything. If you're asked of anything, that's what this is about. People want to hear your opinions, not just on one person. They want to hear your opinions on everybody. So that is why I went quiet and took myself off camera, because then everybody started talking. And I'm like, oh, so I just said, let it play and let it go through. I took a moment to get myself together, drink some water, read the chat, see what people were doing, play extra moderator, if you will. And then when I felt, okay, it's the right time, I came right back in there. And then it's like, all right, let's keep the show going. See? So instead of it just being like, why, and arguing online, which I see people want me to do, you may not have that of me anymore. You may not have that of me. You do not have that control. I'm way more in control of my body, my emotions, my butt, whatever you want to call it. And I'd like to have those actions translate through my work here as well as wherever I go in my life going forward. So as much as everybody wants to be funny and everybody wants to be the star, there are times when you're just looking to be seen and you don't really want to be heard. And I want everybody to be heard and seen. So if you see me do that, that is not shade. That is me going, they're doing the most. Let them get in there. And then when they realize, okay, I can't go no more, like almost a child tiring itself out, I'm going to step back in. All right, we good? You got it out? You feel better? Okay, let's go then. And then we'll just have a good show. And if I don't see anything, like Gabby is so apologetic, I want her to stop doing that so bad. That's just her nature. But she's like, no, I'm sorry. So I'm like, you don't have to say sorry. And if I cack you, you don't got to be, I won't say, no, speak. That's the banter. That's the go. Gabby's new to the group, so she getting in there as well. And Gabby's funny as fuck. But like everybody's got a place on the panel, I feel, and for when we have guests, this, that, and the other. And I'm just going to be better at moderating the show and also making sure everyone gets their point of views around. Because, bitch, I've been on here for 3 hours. I'm not doing a 2-hour repeat the next day. I'm just going to help the show. And if I find more funny jokes, throw them in. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I'm like, nah, it's my second time. So whatever joke I didn't get out the last episode, I'm going to get out this one. That's how I look at my panel. And for everybody else, it's like, let's get my friend's opinion and we all do something together and come together, because we're already in our own chat group. So why not bring that chat group to you? We're still going to do member panels, members only panels as well. I'm actually going to hit up Liam this week to talk about it, because I have a little bit of time on Wednesday to actually sit down and like get on the phone if I can with him, or do a WhatsApp call and then start this like Discord process. Because I've actually learned how to use Discord, y'all. I know. I've learned how to use Discord. It's so weird to me. It's still lots of things are happening, but I am on Discord under Matty-Rants. So I'm under there. Make sure it's me, because as you can see, people are fucking weird. But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate you. For those of you who don't like me, for those of you who love me, for those of you who are just okay with me, whatever the case may be, God bless every single solitary one of you. I hope whatever you are doing right now in your life, those things come true. Whatever you're putting your energy into, all of it happens. Those seeds grow and whatever you're trying to build. And if you feel alone today, I hope you feel like you got somebody like me and the rest of this online community at your side, behind your back, giving you a big hug. So before you walk out that door, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I am covering several shows on here. Right now, it is The Traders, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, including Untucked. And soon to be on Thursdays, I'm already covering The Challenge. But if you're watching Yellow Jackets on Showtime, that's going to be a part of my Thursday show for the Rant Report as well. So if you're a Yellow Jacket watcher on Showtime, I will be covering Season 3. And as a reminder, I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, and Showtime is with Paramount Plus. So if you do my affiliate link and click that button, you can go ahead and check out a free week of Paramount Plus with Showtime on me. Thank you so very much. I don't have HBO Max anymore because my friend, shout out to them. I don't think they subscribe to HBO Max anymore, but I did want to watch White Lotus. I think I need to get a new Max account. I'm afraid to get another app, whatever, but I got to watch the season of White Lotus because that's one of my shows. I will be covering White Lotus as well. So as soon as I get to White Lotus, I'm definitely going to be adding it to the Rant Report. As far as the shows, we do a breakdown on quick recaps in the live that we talk about together. So at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter. It's in the Linktree link in the About section. I'm available on Patreon for reactions for as low as $1 a month. I also have I don't have a book, but RuPaul does. Oh my God, I've been fired. Upside down. Did not plan that. Bookable on Cameo, Merchville at dragqueenmerch.com. And yeah, if you did want to send me any tippy poos at any point in time for me hosting with the most in today, PayPal.me for /MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo /Rants. If you did want to send me anything to the Rant Pack mailbox, and get your Rant Pack mail opened up on any live and special episodes, PO Box 692-108, Houston, Texas 77269-2108. Thank you so very much, everybody. I appreciate you down for being here today. I had the best of times with you. I really did. We had a little hiccup in the middle of the video, but I hope I handled it well. Again, no one can control my emotions but me, and that's how we're going to keep this. I'll see you tomorrow for the panel. Thank you so much for the super chats and the tippy poos. Y'all have been such a blessing to me. I will see you tomorrow. And again, do not send hate to anybody that we talked about today, because y'all are grown and you're better people than that. I hope so. You better be. Bye, everybody.
Listen. Yeah.